I've used this app for many, many years, so I'm going to put that there gently, and hopefully it don't spawn loads of robots. Yes, can you hear me, Kieran? I don't know if it's coming because it's obviously going through that camera over there, so I don't know. But I wanted to stream. I'm bored. Amanda's gone out, so I thought I'd fire up the PC. But then I was like, I've got to drag it all out, so I can't be bothered. So I thought if I do it on the PS, hang on, 4, lose track of which one it is now. I don't know how you get rid of all that crap with the robots and that, because I've seen people stream and there's nothing on there. I'm doing something wrong, obviously, but I don't use this app. But I thought instead of me just putting a camera on and getting the PC out and start talking, if I just have it all on the TV, it'll be a bit easier. Don't know if you guys know how you get rid of that thing. I can have a look, but I don't think I know. That definitely wasn't what I meant to do. Just me messing about like an old man on a games console. But these little robots are in here. How do you switch games on this? Oh, I haven't got a clue. That goes inside, so that way goes out? No. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. How you doing, everyone who's joined? Yeah, this thing keeps popping up. I'm just going to leave it there because I'll break it. I don't know what I'm doing. Connor's here. Aiden, how you doing, mate? Hopefully you can hear me okay, because it's got... let me turn... I'll actually turn the surround sound down, because that's going to keep echoing through, I'm guessing. My ass is bleeding. You need to get that scene too. Unless it was Kieran that did it, then I understand, because he always does that when he comes down here. Gaming guy, hello, how you doing? Oh, I'm going to get this wrong. Mr. Dedeni? Dedene? Deden? DDNE? Useless at names. Neil's here, how you doing? Gambeg, go. Oh, I ain't got to get that right either. Goemon. How you doing? Panzer Legend, how you doing? Yeah, sorry, I'm sitting here. I look like a right tramp. I'm not dressed up. Basically, Amanda had to go. I was up late, like stupid o'clock last night, playing that Switch Fire Emblem Heroes, and Amanda's gone out to the hospital because her dad's not well. So I took her there, and now I'm just here bored. So it was a case of find something to do. How was the gaming pickups going? Not too bad. I've got a few more NES games. I can show you them in a minute. I need to do a video really of a pickup video for it. But yeah, I've got a few. Christmas was good. Got quite a few. You said it right the first time. I'm sorry, I'm useless. You've been on hiatus. No, basically the car boot season's over, so there's no footage. I've got some footage of Charity Shop on the camera, but it's nothing really worth seeing. So it's like, should I really edit it? It's not really worth my time to do it, and you guys aren't going to enjoy it. I'll pick up like one thing again. So Charity Shops are dead now. It's not even worth going anymore. But the boot sales are stopped till like March, so there's nothing really to do. All I've got is pickups for games. And the last couple of pickup videos are all right, but one of them I got a lot of trolls come in. They thought they were being clever, so it didn't make me want to do more. But you know, I don't let it put me off. I still make them. Why is there some alien running about your house? It's these robots, and I don't know. You get rid of them. There you go. And then he comes back out. I think he gets himself out again, and then starts running around the screen. I don't know how to get rid of him permanently. The remote's making loads of noises because he's talking. I haven't played this since the PS4 came out, like 2013 or whenever it was. I enjoy watching your videos. Thanks, gaming guy. Upload the Charity Shop footage without editing it. Most of it isn't really edited. I can't speak. Edited, because there's not much. I just showed pretty much everything there, but it's just walking around going, oh, nothing. Seeing the same Twilight DVDs all over again and again. Yeah, it's not much there, but I'll do it. I will do it. Oh my God, Connor. What did Connor say? I didn't see that. Oh, Chris, how you doing? I can barely hear you over the music. Right, there's got to be a way of turning that down then. Right, that's off. Yeah, this is going to be a Google job, I think. Turn music down on PS4 stream. Let's have a look. How's your son doing? He's alright. He's not too bad. Been messing about a bit. Okay, it's too loud. Right, devices, adjust mic. Right, I can turn the mic up. Right, I might disappear for a second. So you hold that. Volume. Adjust microphone. I can turn the microphone up. Is that better? Is that louder? How's that sound? I don't know how you get the game order. I'm useless. I should have just pulled the PC out. I know what I'm doing on there. What's your dog's name? It's Harry. It's a bit cold in here, that's why he's got his jacket on. And Amanda's been building more Legos. She's got another, is it the Chamber of Secrets from Harry Potter? She's got that there. So she's been building that last night, so we were both up really late. The dog is calm at the moment. He can see himself on the TV, so he's watching himself. Yeah, he's looking at me now. Who's that? Who's that on there? Look. Before, when I put it on, the camera first time, it was crying like that, non-stop, because he can see himself. That's better. Okay, hopefully that's... I'll leave it like that. I don't know how you turn the audio down. Unless you guys know. Oh, what am I doing? I can turn the speaker down. It doesn't say anything about game audio, so maybe that's actually in the game. Options. Do you reckon there is... No, not... Oh man, I hate... Why did they add a touch panel on the PlayStation 4? Back to main menu. I don't know what's going to happen now. Is there a... There's camera setup. Controller check. Doesn't look like it. Nothing in the game to actually turn that down, but yeah, there's nothing there. Go away. Yeah, he's sticking the robots in the control again. I'll just leave it like that. If it gets too bad, I'll just end the stream. I don't know what's going on. I thought it'd have a settings in it. Most games have a setting and you can go in and turn the audio down, but yeah, I've got surround sound turned off. Dude, got to run great videos. See you later, game guy. It's hard to read the text because if you can see it yourself coming up, it's all cut into pieces and squashed into a little box. Something just walked on top of your stairs. It's the ghost. It was this thing. Right, let's stick one of these robots out. There he is. I think you can smack him and stuff. He's going to keep running. Every time I go to hit him, he's going to keep running. But if he comes over here, I'll give him a slap. It might be the Hulk, because you can see there's 3 guys there on the stairs. And one's missing, so it's probably the Hulk running around upstairs. How many people touch goats in their spare time in here? I think everybody does. It's a favourite thing I used to do when I was bringing Seth up. I used to take him to the local petting zoo thing and touch many goats, Kieran. But that's the last time I ever went to the animal farm thing, and I had a bag of food, and I leaned over, and the goat grabbed the whole bag of food, shook it all over the floor, so the food went all over the floor, and then he ate the bag. He just left the food. He just ate the bag instead. So, Retro Revival, hi Kev, haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Yeah, I've been around. I've been on Xbox and stuff like that. Not much on PlayStation, but yeah. Not much to do. When the car boot season's over, there's not really much to show. And I've got NES games, but we got a radiator put in here, and my PC used to be set up all there. So when they put the radiator in, I had to move the PC to the side of the couch, which is now here. This is the monitor. And it's just hard to use there, and you have to pull everything out because the wires are over there. So it's just awful to actually get on the PC and use it. Check YouTube on phone, Kev. What? What, to see if I sound alright? I'll just take it that I sound alright. Oh, I don't know what to do with that. Harry's going to knock it off. What are you doing, boy? No! Don't do it! Come here then. Come on. Ah, good boy. There you go, there's a dog bump for everybody. So what's everyone been up to? You have a good new year? Hello to the new watchers. I didn't do much. It's been a pretty shit year, to be honest. It's, well, it's shit Christmas. Yeah, let's hit that robot while he's here. Honestly, you can't hit him. Go on, smack. There you go. He fell over. Right, so yeah, Christmas was crap because my mum's now gained anxiety attacks, which is crap, and I think she's got that because my dad's, he's really poorly. He had cancer in his kidney. They took his kidney, and they think it spread to another one. So I think that's maybe triggered her off. So she's having anxiety attacks. My dad's been ill. Amanda's dad went into hospital for Christmas and New Year. He's still in there now. Everyone was ill, apart from me. I didn't get ill this year. Everyone had colds, flus. One guy, you know, Amanda's brother, had a bad back. Everyone was just dying, basically. So it's not been good. I didn't know car boot. I didn't know car boot tonight. I overslept. Oh no. I didn't go to the car boot. Okay. Look at the comments I sent you. Doesn't show on stream. Oh, it doesn't show them. I don't know what the hell's going on. But you should see this thing on PlayStation. So maybe it's only PlayStation to see this bar here. So can you just see me and that's it on this game? You can't see all this that's down the side of the screen here. I'm trying to look at your stuff, but there's nothing coming up if you've sent me anything. But yeah, bit of shit. Christmas and New Year. But you have free money, Kev. I'm confused. I'm always confused. I can see it on my phone. I don't know what's going on there. So if you can see that, you can see it. If you can't, you can't. But you're supposed to have a camera up there as well. But I didn't see the point in enabling the camera twice because you can see me here and then you'd see me there. But at the moment, I'm in the process, if you wanted to know what I'm up to, is selling my NES manuals because I'm going cart only. I don't need the manuals. I do want to keep the slipcases, but the boxes I'm not bothered either. So when I buy a game and it comes with a box, I sell the box on and the manuals I've been keeping. But now I'm just going to sell them all. So I'm selling all the manuals on, and not many people were interested on eBay at the lot. I was trying to sell the lot in one go cheap, but it seems that more people are interested in buying it singularly. So I'm doing that at the moment and trying to recoup some money to get some more games. So I'm going to use the manual money to get, I think it's 4 Australian games I want, but the guy's being a bit funny about lowering the price of it. He's got them quite high, and I said, you know, would you do me a deal because I'm buying 4? And he's like, oh, I don't know, I think they're cheap enough as it is. And I was like, yeah, but the postage is what kills you. Postage from Australia is ridiculous. So I'm not, you know, unless all these manuals sell, I'm probably not going to bother. But I'll get there in the end. I can show you what NES games I've got though. What are we up to? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing stuff. Gus said, Steve, how you doing, mate? You alright? Did you finish that table? I think it was you building that table a couple of weeks back. I don't think donations show on the PS4 chat. Donations? Who's donating money? Don't donate me money. Don't donate me money. I can remember months ago you commented on one of my YouTube videos and it made my day. I try and look at, there's so many people I'm subbed to, and a lot of the times I don't see it. Like Kieran puts stuff up and I don't even see it. I've got it notified to see when his videos come up. It doesn't even pop up for me. You're a retro gamers laughing. Carl Cordes. So to hear about your family troubles, issues, Kev, over the Christmas and New Year period. Always look forward to your car boot walkabouts. Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. Steve, how you doing, Steve? Table all done. Video will come soon. It looks good, man. It looks good. I thought about doing the same sort of thing, having like a Nintendo, because I used to have an Iron Man, Captain America shield here. I thought about putting some lights, down lights, and having a Nintendo sign there so it would lit up red. I thought that'd be pretty cool. Do you like Pokemon? I don't mind them. If so, what's the best thing you own? I don't really. All my Pokemon stuff that I had, I've given away. I used to have loads of plushies and stuff like that. I think Kieran had a load of my plushies, and some of the talking figures I got him, I give him them that I bought. I like the talking figures from my childhood. Like I remember, like the talking Mew and Pikachu and stuff like that. Where you press, I think you used to press their head or the hand or something. They talk. That was pretty cool. But nothing really now. I'm more just NES at the moment. Claire, how you doing? Thanks for watching. She likes the bootsale videos. Do you have any N64 games? At the moment, the only N64 game I've got left, which was there, it is there, is that Pod Racer, or Episode 1 Racer as it's called. Unless you've got CRT TV, they look like crap. And if you're on the big screen, they just look so bad and it's so hard to play. So what I do now is just emulate it on the Shield. I know I can emulate the NES and that, but you know, I like having the real thing. Plus it's modded for 1080p. Does look good, mate. Well worth it. All pretty basic, DIYing with big effect. It looked good, man, what you're doing. Looks nice. I think it's cool, them moonlights and stuff like that are pretty smart. Yo Kev, hope you're doing well. Underwater level, how you doing? I'll show you what NES games I've got. Without me ball sack hanging out and the rest of that. I don't know if you want to see. I'm going to make a video anyway. If I can get close. Oh god, I nearly took the trousers off there as I kneeled down. Kev's been banned from PlayStation and YouTube, showing his balls on camera. How's the NES collection? I need 2 games for the UK set. The camera's there, I'm looking up there. 2 games for the UK set. Stack Up, which is hard to find. Doesn't appear often. And I need Miracle Piano, and that's the UK set, and like 20 for the complete set for Australia and Italy. But you know, I'm getting them slowly. I get some stuff, I sell my stuff that I don't use anymore, buy some more NES games, that's how I do it. I don't really want to keep chucking money out of my own pocket, you know, spending hundreds on things. So yeah, when I finish a game, like a few Xbox One games I'm selling because I don't play them anymore, so I just move them on, get a NES game. So anyway, these are the games I've got. I've got Bram Stoker's Dracula. The quality is awful on this camera. It's an okay game. I wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest. I've got Ice Hockey, which I never knew about really. I knew there's a guy on the NES group that collects these, but it's a great game and it's pretty cheap, and it's a decent ice hockey game. If you like Blades of Steel, stuff like that, it's more of a cartoony. You know, you got big chunky characters and thin, slim characters, and it's pretty cool. It's all right. Got Track and Field, which everyone loves. Track and Field. This is the Barcelona edition, which is from Italy. I have Chessmaster, which is also from Italy. I think it's another exclusive, or you can only get it in Italy. You can't get it over here. I've got this. Most of these are Christmas. I'm pretty sure all of these are Christmas, actually. George Foreman KO Boxing. That was from Amanda's sister. I got Knight Rider, which is actually a decent game because most TV show games and movie games aren't that great. I don't know what the robot's doing. He's staring at the dog's bum at the moment. I think he likes the dog. But yeah, this is a decent game. If you haven't got it and you haven't played it, give it a go. It's got a slight mark on the front there, a little scratch. I don't know if you can see it, but we have the classic, which is Donkey Kong Arcade, which I needed for ages and I just kept putting it off. But yeah, everyone likes Donkey Kong, but it's missing one of the levels, which is actually in the arcade version. I don't know if some of these I've read out already. Wrecking Crew, great game. That took me ages to get. It's not even an expensive game, but it's just took me ages to get that one. What we're up to. Just uploaded a video yesterday about a drone, if anyone's interested. Kieran would love that. He likes anything that flies. So yeah, Game Boys are awesome. Check him out, Retro Revival. If you haven't subbed to him, give him a sub. I don't know if I've done these. I'm just reading out what I've got in the pile. Wild Gunman. We have Battleship. And we have Lolo. I've got Lolo 1 and Lolo 3. I had a bundle on eBay which was 1, 2 and 3 from Italy. But I only needed 1 and 3, but I got the bundle and I've still got number 2. So yeah, that's available if anyone's after it. This is where I just stack it now. Throw them all over the floor. But yeah, I've got number 2, which is spare. Oh god, this is so awkward. That'll do, just stick them up there. Sorry if you saw me arse crack. Where's the bot gone? No, he's just standing over there. He's not even standing on the floor. He's just standing, floating in the air. Come here. Watch this, look. What is it, boy? Right, what we're up to is Wrecking Crew PAL A, yes. It's a good game, great game, 2-player. I can't fault it, it's a decent game. But the thing is with those games, they go on forever. They're like arcade games, you know, like Donkey Kong, stuff like that. So once you get into it and you start playing... Harry, stop please, come here, hurry up. Harry, up. Huge dog. But yeah, once you start playing it, after like an hour, you know, you get I get a bit bored of those games like Donkey Kong and that. If they just never end, I like to get to the end of the game and go, yes, I've done it, I finished it. But when I think it loops. I think it goes up to like, I can't remember, like a stupid amount of levels, and then it loops around again. So, but it is fun while it lasts. It's 2-player, but definitely worth grabbing. But what's really, I'm trying to think. I've got Prince Valiant as well. Which, I don't know if you guys, how old you guys are who's watching at the moment, but that's from a show from when I was like, I don't know, probably like 12, something like that, 10. And I love the show and I love the music. Look up Prince Valiant theme tune, and it's the beginning music. I think it's the beginning music or the end music. So good, proper 80s style. Do you have, or are you thinking of having a dedicated games room at some point? So I don't have the room. The problem is this house is kitchen, lounge, that's the bedroom, and then there's the bathroom at the back. So we don't have the room. There's no, I mean, if they actually filled it, like the roof is missing, you know, if you've seen on other videos, there's nothing there. That's just straight to the ceiling. So if they had an actual thing here, you could probably have a little games room. But a lot of people go and have a games room in their loft and they have these extra rooms. I mean, if I had a nice room, another room to go to, which was big, I'd probably have a games room, but I have all my games in this room, so it's all here already. So I don't, you know, Mrs. is all right. She let me play games and stuff like that. So it's not a big problem that she wants to get on the TV. She watches like 2 shows a day. So if she watches them shows, I've got the TV all day, so I can play it whenever I want. So it's not too bad. I would like, I mean, ideally we'd like to move to a place that's bigger, because you sort of fill the spaces you go in. When we had a little place before, it was really tiny. And we had nothing in there, and it was empty. And then we moved up, and you know, got more stuff, and then we started buying stuff. And that's the thing with boot sales. It got to the point where I was saying in the videos, you don't pick up everything because there's so much junk you end up taking home. Because you'll go in and you just go, oh, I'll buy that, and you'll be like you see the charity shop video. I see something in that video, and I'm like, I used to have that when I was a kid. I'll get that, and then I was like, do I really need it? You know, because if I take that home, it's just going to sit on the shelf, and I'm not going to use it. So I was like, yeah, I'll leave it. So that's what you got to do. And this place is just cluttered with stuff, man. This is all my gaming stuff here, all gaming stuff over there, and that's all Manda's Lego. And then out the back, well, like there, was the vivarium for a hedgehog, but the hedgehog died over Christmas as well. So it passed away. So now all the stuff that was in the vivarium is now just sitting there. So all of that's going to be cleared out soon. It's hard to point to it because on the camera. All that stuff's going to be gone, and then there'll probably be a couple more of those cupboards going along that wall. So there'll be more stuff for Amanda's, because she's got so much Lego, and all her Funko Pops are over there. Thanks for the shout out. I will be shouting out your channel on my next video. Thanks, man. I feel we have to though. It's fine. From the bottom up, are you doing another car boot haul series again? Yes, it'll start. I think the season starts in March. I think March. It's weird the seasons here. Like Kieran's are pretty much all year round, but mine are like in blocks of like 6 or 7 months. But I will do them when they're out. So what I'll probably do is, when I go to the first ones, there's probably only going to be like 10 cars, because that's how it always is when you start the season and end the season. So I'll tend to go and just film it raw, and I'll just put it up just as a video so you guys can see it, just to see what's happening, because it's not worth editing, because it's probably like one item. JDH, hello. And Lee Everett. Hello there, it's nice to see some activity from you again. It's hard to read the text because it's all chopped up. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I was just saying, car boot season. The problem is I have bad anxiety attacks, which most of you know, and when I go to the boot sale, Kieran will tell you, I get freaked out. I'm there, I'm shaking, I'm sweating, my stomach's going mental, I'm going to throw up. It's bad, so I have to take medication to go. But while the season's off, I've been a lot, you know, more. When I'm not doing stuff, basically, I'm a lot better. But I do miss the car boots. And I've been dreaming about them. It's freaky, man. When you don't do something for so long. I've had a dream where I was with Kieran and we were going to a car boot in America. We found some. I'll tell you the story. We found some stuff, and I didn't have any money, so I left it somewhere else. And he had a phone and PayPal. He's like to the woman, "I'll pay you a PayPal, but he'll pay you, and I'll give him the cash later." And Kieran got all funny about it in the dream. He didn't want to pay, and then I woke up, so I never know if I did get that stuff that I was after. Someone was talking. Got a sealed DS case from a car boot for £1. Is that a good deal? If you wanted it, it's a great deal. As long as you want it. If you don't want the item, then It's never a good deal. Hello, Lee Strider. Don't look up Lee Strider. I went to my first car boot of the year today. I was sure hypothermia was about to set in. Coldest I've felt in months. It's not been too bad recently. It's been a bit milder here, but yeah, we've had some real cold days. Like, it snowed at one point and it was so cold, and our heater didn't work properly. And the electrician kept coming out and saying you need to rewire the house. It turned out it just needed a bigger fuse because it couldn't take the power. Swapped it over and now it's perfect. You put it on, it's full heat. But I've got it off at the moment because I've got to pick up Amanda soon. Well, in a bit. And I don't want to leave I don't like leaving the radiator hot when I go out because I leave Harry here and I don't want the house to burn down. So it's yeah, it's off at the moment. Plus I'm wearing my warm gear, but I'll get changed when I go out because I don't want to look like a hobo when we go for a meal. Medication for the meal as well. Go over that. It's a freak out there. That's the worst thing. You get your meal, and if you haven't had medication, you get an anxiety attack. It puts you off your food, so you've just wasted your money on your food. So that's a real crap thing. Doncaster weather is so fucking cold at the moment. When I went, it's the wind, isn't it? Like, we went to, where did we go? Where it was, can't remember. We went somewhere, and it was just like this tunnel of wind that was shooting down. And it's so cold, like you feel it like freezing your nose. His nose is running, everything. It's so cold. Are you thinking of getting into any other systems you don't currently collect? What systems you currently collect? At the moment, I buy games. I buy the exclusives for PlayStation and Xbox, which I keep. I play the normal games, like the third party, and usually sell them on. Unless it's a game I play all the time, then I'll keep it. I've got some 360, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, what else? GameCube. Obviously collecting some Blu-rays. I've got NES. I would like to get into, Game Gear is cool, but I'd rather have Master System for the big screen. But the only thing is, it's the screen quality is okay. Once it's RGB and it's on the TV, it's all right. I'd have to get a CRT to make it look nice. I don't like it when it's really blurry. Like the NES, if you use NES with RF or component or composite even on a big screen TV, it looks terrible. So you need a CRT. But I don't have one. What are you doing? Kiss. Oh, there you go. Get a smooch from the dog. Over Christmas, my family and I have made a great effort to get rid of everything we don't need and reorganise. I discovered the perfect storage. How do you store your excess games? I don't really have excess games. I do have some spare games, and I just stick them in a box, and then I will sell those games on if I don't need them, and then I'll get more games that I do want. I don't, at the moment I'm okay. Like, this is my storage from, well, you can't see it, but you've seen what it looks like, all the NES games there. There's so many. So when they're up on the shelf, it's all right, but the excess now are piled up in front of it, so you can't see the ones behind. So what I need to do is adjust the shelf again. And now the PC's here, so this monitor, you can just make out there's a screen now. The games could go at the bottom of it, but the monitor's in the way, so you can't see the games. So it's like a catch-22, or whatever you want to call it. You can't win. But I just stick them in boxes. I've got stuff under the sofa, and upstairs I've got space under the bed, so there's stuff under the bed. So that's the stuff I need to get rid of. And I don't have a lot to get rid of at the moment. It's a few things. But I need to do a giveaway. I said I would do one at one point, so I'll probably do a giveaway and then probably just bundle a load of retro stuff in a box and then just say, here you go, and give it away to whoever wins. Look at him, he looks all like he's proud, like he's showing off, look. Oh, have I missed something? Hi Kev, hi all, was that Gav? I don't know who that was, sorry. Hi Gav. If you ever want an amazing box for storing everything or something, best boxes I think you can buy. I've got in, I don't know, Morrison's at the moment, they're doing boxes, fold out boxes about this tall, and they're £1, which is a bargain, so you can just fill it up and they fit under the bed. So I think that's great at the moment. I don't know, maybe you even just said that. Gav Retrohead, that's who it was. How you doing, mate? You're right. Check your marketplace for CRTs. I wouldn't mind an MX4000, but the thing is, it's just, I don't really want to start diving into other stuff and get more, because like Connor will say you're Mega Nerd, he collects Mega Drive stuff. You start getting Game Gear and you get hooked and you get that taste, and then you want to go for Game Gear, and then you forget about the other system and you don't go into that as much, and then you'll never finish it. So you've got, but he's got more chance of finishing the Game Gear easier because Game Gear is a lot easier to collect for, apart from like a couple of games. But yeah, I'm just focusing NES, and then when new games come out for Xbox, sell some of the old ones, get some more Xbox games, get some more PlayStation games, and just keep doing that. I don't want to just get loads and end up with just. I mean, it would look cool having the walls all covered in stuff, but at the moment, I mean, you can see the places. There's, you know, these are they're a load of DVDs I got from the charity shop. I'll show you those. I don't know if anyone's interested. I don't buy DVDs, but that's falling. I don't know if this was in a video or not, or if the video's not been made. Sonic the Hedgehog. That's the season. It's like a complete series or something. 26 episodes apparently, but this is the old 90s one. There was also this Sonic the Hedgehog DVD. I don't know if that's part of it. And then I got I got these at the boot sale. I think I put this in a video. They were from the charity shop. Super Mario Brothers season, well, I don't know, it's 1, 2, and 3 or something like that. Super show, but I used to watch that all the time as a kid. I was obsessed with that. If you're into Nintendo as a kid in the 80s, you love that show. Before school, every day, Mum would make me a hot drink, and I'd just sit there watching Super Mario on like GMTV or whatever it was. Just give the prize to me. MX6000 is better. I think, is it 6000 or 4000 with the rotating base? Is that right, where it moves? I'm not sure. MX7000 is the better model. I have way too much stuff now. Kieran will tell you, when he moved into his new place, it's smaller. And when you've got all that stuff, Kieran's got a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of collected stuff he's got over the years. Because he always finds stuff. When he's at the boot sales, there's stuff everywhere. And it's just where to put it. Yeah. As you can see, like there, basically that table there is Lego. All that cupboard there is Lego. On top of the thing is more Lego, the chair, more Lego to be built. And at the side in them little pots and underneath is more Lego. And over in that corner, this is Amanda's stuff. She buys bulk Lego and then takes the stuff out she needs and then gets rid of the stuff she doesn't need and just keeps it like that, so she keeps moving it. But the Lego over there is doing me in because there's so much of it. And it's taking up that whole corner over there. There's nothing really over there, but it's just so much. Plus, stepping on Lego isn't fun. And when your missus is always making Lego all day, every day, and you've got socks on, and you step on Lego, it's like, fiddly-dee. Yeah, what are you doing? I was chewing his tail, he's frozen. That's why I'm selling some stuff off. Yeah, Kieran's if you need stuff, right, and you're after it, I mean, Kieran, you should do a thing like what stuff you've got for sale and stick it on your Game Boys Are Awesome Facebook page, and then you can sell it like that. If people are interested, they'll buy it. MX4000 is pretty close, and I managed to get one for 25 quid. Yeah, it's a bargain, 25 quid. Doesn't take up too much room. What size is the 4000? Is it like 22 inch or something like that? It's not big though, is it? It's like... Kev, could you please look at my channels list on my channel? You'll see why. Okay. It looks so fat, man. It's honestly, it's muscle. I hate seeing myself on the camera. Plus, my hair needs sorting. I went for that sweep haircut. I saw some kid in the barber's getting it done instead of spiked, and then I was like, you know what? I'll have that. And he's like, yeah, go on then. I like doing them haircuts. So he did it. And then after like a week, my hair grows so quick that it just turns into like a Superman curl down like that. It's awful. Just spend so much time messing about with it. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Let's have a look. Retro. What am I doing? Yeah, man, I didn't think of that. Yeah, just do like PS1 and put a list and say these games are £1, these games are £2. Then do another post. Xbox, these, you know, just keep doing it till you've done them all. And if you do a shout out on your video saying, I've got this stuff for sale, it's on Facebook. Let me know if you're interested. It's stuff I'm moving on I don't need. And maybe you'll get some trades. Maybe there's games you want and people will take. I mean, if you want to get a game for a Game Boy or something, it's 70 quid. You could do like 70 quid worth of trade. You're still making out that you're getting something good for it. Yeah, I think it's 22 inch pitch quality. Yeah, the quality on the MX4000 is wicked. Oh, this is awful, man. I'm trying to find the channel to pop up. I'm gonna have to go into my subs. Right, I'm gonna leave it for now. I will sort it out. I will look. But yeah, I'm useless. I'm getting old, so once you hit 30, it all goes downhill. You start rotting and your body starts breaking and you ache and pain and the cold gets to you. You start doing two things. You go, oh, the cold's hurting my joints. And the other thing is, you start hearing music on the radio and turning it off. You're like, there's a lot of shit on the radio, man. You put the radio on and just like, you switch to another channel, it's the same bloody song on the other station, it's local, and you're just like, nah. Do like some music, but I'm sounding like a right granddad. 21-inch MX 4000. Trade for Tamagotchis. Exactly. People on the Retro Trader group, Retro Realm and stuff like that, I'm sure they'll have Tamagotchis, and you just say, like, I've got all these games for sale, do you want to swap? I'm sure they'll do it. I would. It's worth doing. What time are we on? 6. Got to get Amanda in a couple of hours. Don't know if you guys want to keep me company. So, I'm going to say now, what did you guys get for Christmas? What's your best thing you got for Christmas? For me, probably... You know what, I got these for Christmas. Jesus! I like it, I dropped the controller off the PlayStation and all the characters inside are screaming. Anyway, I got these, Pixel Pals. And I think they're awesome. They're just like pixel art from like the NES. And they're only cheap, but you turn them on. But you can't see that for shit. But they look really good lit up, but on the camera, the PlayStation, they look like AIDS. But yeah, they are really smart and they're dirt cheap. So, but if you're into NES, Mega Drive, stuff like that, they do loads of stuff like that. Got PS4, nice one. Best thing I got for Christmas was money towards an Oculus Rift. I would really love to get into VR, but it makes me sick. Motion sick so bad. Play a game where you're moving forward with a controller, it's just my stomach just goes and you start heaving. Like if you're playing this standard game and you're shooting like on the spot, it's alright, but once you get moving in a game, like horror games and stuff, the horror thing makes you jump and stuff, which is cool, but it's the movement makes my stomach go and I feel my head going. Because you like car sick, you know, when you get motion sickness when you're driving, it really makes me ill. You need a new cabinet at this rate, Kieran. Yeah, he's got so many, he's going to need more. Fantastic view into the future. Exactly. I mean, in the 80s and 90s, was it Tomorrow's World? There was a show out called Tomorrow's World, I think. They used to show VR and stuff like that, and you were like, wow, look at that, and it was really like shitty. But back then you were like, it's amazing, and now we've got it, people just take it for granted. I mean, it's in the future, I mean, it's just more and more evolved. Especially, I like the HoloLens as well, where you can see stuff and see where you are. That's so cool. Could you imagine being in a game, but you've got the map on the HoloLens, and then you can just play the game like normal, and then the map, press the map comes up, and you can 3D look around and move it or whatever with your hands, where you're going. That's mental. They see Minecraft, you can look in like that with a lens, and it just... But VR's mad. I haven't tried VR with an actual controller yet. The Oculus Touch controls are perfect complement to the headset. They do look good. And I see some funny games, man. People like playing Surgeon Simulator and stuff like that. And stuff they do. And that Steam game, VR Chat or whatever it's called, that's hilarious. Stuff that happens in there. It looks sexy though, Kieran. Makes my goat hard. Got a SNES Classic. Nice. I've got a SNES Classic there. Well, you can't see it. It's under the TV. I modded it, so I put more games on it. I put about 150 games on it and left space for saves because you can't fill it up completely. You see these ones on eBay saying 200 games. There's no space. What's he dancing for? Yeah, you got 200 games on it. There's no space for saves, and it'll just corrupt it, and then it will turn off and shit like that. So don't fill it up like that. But yeah, 100 games is pretty good. And it's SNES Classic is awesome. Lovely bit of gear. Looks really nice on the TV. And you've got save states. It's cheating, but some games you do need save states. Like I've been playing Chrono Trigger. I got quite far in it. I'm near the end, but I don't know why I didn't go back to it. I forgot to go back to it. Quite near the end. But I did use save states before the bosses because, yeah, when it's there, you kind of use it. I don't know, it's... Once you've got the access to it, like a Game Genie, you kind of want to use the Game Genie all the time instead of playing properly. But with the NES, luckily my one, the top loader, you can't put a Game Genie in it, so I don't use it. But if it's there, you kind of want to use it, and then you use save states just for convenience. and save time. So where a game would normally take you hundreds of hours on an RPG, it takes you like half the time because you've save stated all the time, and every time you die you just reload that save state and carry on, because you know the boss was going to hit you that way and stuff like that. But it is cool. SNES Classic is really cool. And they made the full suit now at CES. Vibration, heat and cold features. Damn. Is that for VR? The easiest way to find my channel is searching my name in as one word, then click search instead for. I did do that. 8-Bit Bandit, how you doing, mate? I'm trying to find this. I'm searching. Right, found it. Yeah, I found it. So what am I supposed to be looking for on YouTube? I'm on it. I can't remember what you said to look for. Is it channels? Was it channels? I'm not sure how long the delay is on the PlayStation as well. I might be saying stuff and it's 20 minutes later. I'm not sure if this is showing up on PlayStation as well. I'm guessing it does. I don't really know. It's just, as I said before, I didn't want to pull out the PC. So I thought if I did it on a PlayStation, it's there, and at least I'm kind of saying hello. Because it has been a while. Search goat fisting. Yeah, I don't want to search for goat fisting. Kieran does, though. Any more hauls at the boot lately? No, car boots. I don't know if you saw the last episode. Season's over since like September, October maybe. Yeah, there's nothing around here at all. Nothing around. But Kieran says come down. I need to come down to here to do a car boot. But it's just my anxiety doesn't allow me to do crap like that. There we go. But I will go down to his one day. I'll try this year. I'll try and get down there, and we'll do a car boot episode again. Do another challenge where we split up and then meet. That should be good. It's called the Tesla suit. I'm not too sure I want it. I mean, it's like the cinema when you got 4D in it, and you get the heat and the smell and the vibration and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Once it's all in the game, I mean, how far will it? You know, if you watch Black Mirror TV series, stuff that they got in there is what games will be like in the future. I'm sure of it. You have something implanted in your head and it's there. You're in the game, just sitting there, and you're inside the game. That's going to be mental. Car boot season doesn't start around here until about March. Yeah, I think it's March at mine as well. It's either March or April. But I will still go, even if it's 10 stalls. But the one I've been going to, the boot sale, he wasn't sure if he was going to change it up, because he was doing a bit where you paid and you waited at the gate and go in all together, which I like. So if you get there early, you get first in the queue and you get to go around as quick as you can. But the other thing he was on about is like paying to come in early and let people in early. And I prefer, I don't know if you guys prefer, I prefer to wait until like the time hits and then go in, because it's fair, everyone's there. Then go in, you know, you get there at 6 o'clock in the morning and someone's been there since 4 o'clock walking around. Or go there at 4 o'clock and someone's been there at 3 o'clock and you're like, what's the point? And you just lose out to everyone. What games are you looking forward to this year? The new Kirby on the Switch. I do like Kirby games. I'm just rubbish with lists. What else is coming out? I can't even think about what games are coming out. Don't you have flea markets in sports halls? No, we don't have any flea markets. Don't have garage sales either. Nothing like that, which sucks. What else is coming out? Name some games coming out. I can't even remember. If you know me anyway. My brain is useless. I forget movies if it's not watched in 2 weeks. I have one car boot on all year round and looking forward to other ones starting too. What games are coming out, man? See, for Xbox, there isn't really anything coming out. I mean, Sea of Thieves looks quite fun. What else we got? Crackdown. I do like the Crackdown games, but they take so long to come out. Jules, how you doing? Crackdown takes a long time to come out. It's been announced pretty much since day one in 2013. They've said about that game. I'm sure they did, and it's still not out. PlayStation, I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy. I'm not sure that's coming to Xbox. If it's on Xbox, I'll probably grab it on that. Yeah, 2018 for Xbox isn't that great. What else is there? Far Cry, the new Far Cry. I like the idea of playing with mates. You know, you're all joining up together and doing the missions. I like that. I enjoy that. Tetris on vinyl was my star buy today. Can't go wrong with that. Who's got Tetris on? Connor's got. I've lost his name. What he calls himself on it now? Sega Mega Nerd or something. I think he's got Super Mario Land or something like that on vinyl. Tottenham Hotspur 1882. Cuntfish of the Fucktoad. Never heard that one before. But hello. PS4 is killing it exclusives this year. They've got so many. I'm trying to think what other games coming out. Obviously, you've got Shadow of the Colossus, which is a fantastic game if you haven't played it. I'm not sure how people would take it nowadays. It is an epic game. There's not much story to it. But it's such a good... When you walk in and you're like, where's the Colossus? And you look and you're like, Jesus, it's that massive mountain in front of you. And stuff like that. It's just incredible. And some really good fights on that. Did you see the chat? What am I looking for on the channels list? Sorry, I'm useless. I saw Mr. T, Coob FPV. There's me. Is it just that I'm on the channels list? If so, thank you. What else is coming out? PlayStation. You can talk about the Switch. The only thing that's annoying me with the Switch. Do you like a kick in the bollocks? No, not really. I haven't met anyone that does. Some people do like it though. I mean, they're into that sort of thing. But not really my cup of tea. Oh, the DualShock's disconnected. Great. Because it's been sitting there for so long. There we go. Go back. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. The Switch is annoying because they keep releasing these Nintendo Directs. And they say, here's these new games, but they're not new games, they're all out on the Wii U, and they just keep bringing them back out, like Hyrule and Donkey Kong Country, and basically everything. I'm pretty sure Smash Brothers is going to come out as well, and they just milk it like that. But I mean, it's good for people that didn't have a Wii U, because they're getting access to new games. But if you already had the Wii U, like me, I've still got my Day 1 edition, it's just kind of a waste to play them again, and I don't want to buy them again. I did think about buying some more Wii U Switch games. Did you get rid of the Switch? I did get rid of the Switch because it was knackered. It was just disconnecting all the time, and I was rage quitting because it was killing me all the time in games. Now we're back, got a refund, and I have a new one. So this one's fine. You can use the controllers in the conservatory with the doors locked between walls, and it works fine. You can see it moving on the screen. Whereas the other one, you were standing in front of it, spinning the stick, and it would just like jitter around like that. But it's perfect. I can show you the game. Oh, well, I haven't got many games for it. I found out today that they're already working on a Switch emulator. Yes, I think it's easy to crack because it runs on the Shield technology. That's pretty easy to do. The thing is, when they give you emulators and they give you hacks for the Switch and things like that, it kills the system because once it's hacked early on, they don't want to bring out games. Companies don't want to make games for the system because they're just going to get pirated. So it kind of kills it. With the 3DS, it was quite far into the life, so everything had already had its time. We like a tickle on it. I don't know what this guy's on about. I don't even know who that is. But if he gets a bit too rowdy, you can edit him out. I think Kieran can do it if it's on YouTube. I'm not sure if he can. He might not be able to, but yeah, I'll just ignore him for now. Gamer Lab. Hi, hello. How you doing, mate? You alright? Yeah, the Switch games. Rip the trousers off again. I should have put jeans on. I haven't got many. I've got obviously my account back from before because it still exists. But the ones I got recently to play and finish. Does your son still enjoy shooting dirt? Yeah, I need to get 1-2 Switch again. Because, yeah, he was... Well, he wasn't too bad at it, but he did shoot the dirt. But I do blame the controls. It was pretty much the controls, so I don't blame him. So the controls were knackered on it. It was definitely a faulty system. Anyway, State of Decay, yeah. State of Decay, love that. Red Dead, yeah, of course. Spider-Man, yeah, I'll probably get that cheap when it's out. Anthem looks incredible. I'll definitely want to grab that. I'm thinking about getting a GameCube, but I don't know where the best place to get it is. I had one and I gave it away. You could have had it, but that Holly, what's her name? She bought some spare stuff off me I didn't need, and I just threw a GameCube in. I didn't even need it, but I haven't got a spare one. But if I see one, I'll let you know if I find one cheap, but it ain't going to be for a while. Anyway, Switch games. So I've got the system mainly for this. Camera's there, which you can't see. Mario Odyssey. Fantastic game. If you're into it's good because it's got stuff for new gamers and it's got retro stuff for the old school people like me, and it's a brilliant game. I would say it is hard in places. it wasn't hard for me. The only level I found hard is once you complete the game fully, no spoilers, but you get a special level like you do on normal Mario, and you've got to do it all in one life, and it's massive. And I did it on like the third go. That was the only bit I found a bit tricky. And it's only because there's like the mechanics when you got a bird. This bird character sticks his beak in a wall and you pull him down and he bounces up like that. And it's a bit iffy using that controller. But yeah, cracking game, 10 out of 10, definitely. Finished it, haven't 100%ed it. I've done like 780 moons or something like that. But brilliant game. If you haven't got it, grab it. I'm not going to read that. Did you 100% honestly? Yeah, I've done quite a few moons. The only problem with Nintendo is they don't have an achievement system, so I don't feel like I want to go back and get 100%. The only thing that I'm doing 100% for is for myself, and once you finish it, like I did with Zelda, you don't feel like you've got anything out of it. So if you had an achievement system on it, like PlayStation and that, and it said like, well done, you completed it completely, that would make me want to do more. But I've done quite a few, and then obviously I moved on. So the next game I played after that was Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Fantastic game. Story is fantastic, really Japanese story, but it's not perfect. So the people will say it's perfect, it's not. The map system is done on a bar at the top of the screen, and it's got like a square. So as you move, like if it's over there when you see it, you'll move, and then it will move with you, so it knows where you are. But it's not perfect, and the other thing that's annoying is random enemies. You'll fight an enemy, you're really laying into it for like, I mean, these fights aren't seconds, these are like 10-minute fights to kill an enemy. And you're fighting the enemy, you take him down to one hit, another enemy flies above you or something, and then it pulls him in, and he starts attacking you, and then you die to 2 enemies. Or you fight a boss, and you'll get to a certain point, and they decide with RNG, they'll just randomly decide you're dead, and they'll just kill you and one-shot you, and you're like, what the hell? And then you'll do that 4 or 5 times and get really pissed off. Then you go back on it, and you'll do it easy. And I'm like, what the hell's going wrong? And that really winds me up. The way they make it so the bosses kill you when they want to, just to like pad the game out. But it was a good game, good story. And the other thing that annoyed me on it is when you get to a certain point, you need like like abilities like electric, fire, wind, and all stuff like that. Abilities to jump and stuff like that. And you'll run to a point, and you'll be going in the game, you're getting really into it, and then it will just say you need 5 focus, and you can't continue. So you've got to come back from where you were, all the way back to the beginning of the game, and then start grinding to level up focus. And that really takes you out of the story when you're in the moment and you want to get in and start fighting, and you've got to go all the way back and start leveling up focus because it says you needed to jump higher or something. That really put me off. But yeah, great game. It does have faults. And the next game that I'm on to now is Fire Emblem Warriors. I can't really get into it at the moment. Everyone rates it, that's why I got it. But I did like Hyrule Warriors. But I think because I don't have a connection with the characters, I don't really know the characters much. If I played more Fire Emblem, I probably would be loving it straight away. But it's still alright game, same as Hyrule. But I don't know. It's alright, it's alright. But after playing those 2 games and going to this, it makes this look, yeah, a bit crap. What the hell? So and you are a spastic. What's that even mean? So and you are a spastic. I don't know. Do you have Donkey Kong Classics double game cart on SNES? Is that the orange label one? Yeah, I think I do. I'm trying to see it on the shelf. It's probably buried behind everything else. I think it's an orange label, but if it is, yeah, I do have that one. Kingdoms. Yo, Kev, how you doing, Tyler? Kingdom Hearts, man. I've been on that 1 and 2. I was on it like anything, and then the PSP version, the 3DS version, the DS version. I finished them all, and I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. And then like Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm just like, yes, I need that. I love Kingdom Hearts, great franchise. But it takes so long, and they milk it with all these I mean, they're making money, so they do it. But they're good games, but I want the main game, and I want Kingdom Hearts 3 to solve some of the, the answers. But it's been so long since I played like 1 and 2. I did get them again for PS3, but I never got into them again. Cheers, Kieran. But yeah, I really want to get Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. I think it's on both platforms, so I'm hoping it's in 4K as well. That'll look beautiful. Hope more Switch games don't end up like LA Noire. What's the point of physical if only half the game is on the cartridge? That's another thing. They sell you these SD cards, and you put like a 256 gig in there, and that's £150 for one of them cards. And you can fill it up with games because you buy the game, you put it in, and then you've got to download stuff. It's like those Telltale games on Xbox. You put the Xbox game in, you don't play it, you have to download it off the servers. So you can't even just go and play the disc. So if you've got the storage space being used up by games, and especially if you've only got the console on its own, it's 32 gig. It fills up quick with a couple of games. They can't do that. They need to stick it all on the cartridge. I think they're just trying to save money. Who want a trip to the Batcave? Nah, I'm alright. Is that what you call your dungeon that you keep random children you've snatched in? Come to the Batcave. I'm Batman. No, you're not. You're just in overalls and Mac. No, I'm Batman. Follow me. I got sweets. What did he say here? Under attack, they will continue to decrease. That's with all PS4, isn't it? No, but I mean, like, you put PS4 game in with no internet and you can play the game. It will install and then you play it. But if you put a game in like a Telltale game, it doesn't put it in and install it and play it. It puts it in and downloads the chapters, like the new... What was it? What's the last Telltale? One of the latest Telltales anyway. You put it in and it has to download the chapters to actually play them. It doesn't just have all 5 chapters on the disc. And I was like, what's the point? What's the point in having a disc? Another one is Lucky's Tale on the Xbox. You put it in, there's no game on the disc. It's like 200 meg of data. It has to download the whole game off the server. So if the internet goes down and there's no internet ever again, you can't play the game. And if the servers end up dying, you can't play the game either. So, yeah. Cup Coaster's future, I missed that. At least Switch doesn't have proprietary memory. Yeah, if they did have stupid cards that are made just for it, that would kill it. Because that really, I mean, it's only just now they've got SD cards working on PS Vita, which I've got 256 gig in my Vita, but I don't really use it much. Yeah, yeah, proprietary memory cards are AIDS. That was just Sony milking it. That's why I wait for complete editions. Yeah, this was like Lucky's Tale is a complete game. It was out, released, and you put it in, and it was like 200 meg download. Well, 200 meg installed from the disc, and then like 40 gig installed from the internet. So if you didn't have the internet, you can't play it. 'Cause there's no way the whole game's in 200 meg on a game like that. Yeah, it's not good. NBA 2K18 is ridiculous on Switch. Isn't that got a big install as well? Is it like 20 or 30 gig? I don't remember exactly, but I think it was something like that. A 60 gig download. Jesus. 60 gig? That doesn't even fit on the console. That's how it's getting though. I mean, just winds me up. Why'd they put 32 gig in a handheld now? Phones come with 64 gig. Phones come with 128 gig. How hard is it with them to like install an SD card straight to the system? You know, 128 gig with it. I know they're going to release a deluxe edition. It is a Switch deluxe. Comes with 128 gig. God knows, sharper screen, 1080p screen, and all that lot. It's going to be annoying. Even faster processor. Batman: Enemy Within. Last Telltale games. What was the one before that though? That's what it was. Guardians of the Galaxy, I think it was. Guardians of the Galaxy, that had... that's gone off again. Guardians of the Galaxy had it installed as well. But that... Lucky's Tale, that was another one. Bastion is a wrestler and his finishing move is called Trip to the Batcave. It'd be a pretty cool... No, I don't know if it would be a cool move. I hate the empty boxes more. Like PUBG, yeah, Sonic Mania and stuff like that. You buy these collector's editions and you open it up and there's no disc in there. I think Resident Evil was one like that. You bought the fucking tower, the big house or whatever, and then you open it up and there's no disc. I think they give you a steelbook with no disc. Is that right? What's the point in that? I couldn't believe the size of the collector's edition for Xenoblade. I saw it and I thought, oh, it's a little thing like that. It's, Jesus, massive. It's like that. Guardians of the Galaxy, 60 gigabyte was Horizon Zero Dawn. That's a fact. Well, it's a good game. I did enjoy it, but I played Zelda first, went to that, and it really, yeah, it took the. If I played Horizon first, I would be like, wow, this is incredible. Then went to Zelda, I went, that's even better. But I went the other way, so it kind of put a negative on it. It's still a good game, still enjoyed it. Crazy the rate of games being released needing a day one patch. They all need patches. I suppose it's a good thing as well. I mean, they released the game, and I know they don't finish it. And the NES games and stuff like that. When there's bugs in games, you fall through the floor, and glitches in games. Like loads of games, like the Simpsons game on the NES. That's a horrible game to play now. But if they had patches back then, at least they could patch it, and people would be like, "This is broken," and they'll patch it and fix it. So I see the good points in it as well. But it is annoying when you get a new game, you just want to play it, and then you've got to download I think they give a trial out for, was it Halo 5 for everyone to play this weekend, or this weekend I think it is. You've got to download it. It's like 100 and something gig to download, which if you've got a crap internet connection, it's going to take you the whole weekend to download it. So it kind of kills the whole point of trying it at the weekend. Gears of War 4 is 100 gig. Halo 5, 100 gig. They're massive installs, but they expect everyone to have the best internet now, but there's still a lot of people that are only on like 20 meg, and it's not easy to download. They're downloading at like 5-10 megabytes a second, and it's taking them days. I feel like we're all old here talking about games with nostalgia. Yeah, but you see the good points and the bad points. I still, patches would have been good back in the day because there's a lot of games that are broken. I don't think we'll ever get back to the PS2 games of working without any patches. Yeah, I don't remember many PS2 games being broken. I don't remember any, to be honest. I just put them in and they worked and there was no problem. Amazed that so few games had game-breaking bugs with no ability to patch. I don't remember any game on the PS2 where I've gone, wow, this is broken. Like on an Xbox, you're playing like Assassin's Creed and you were like, Jesus, I've just fallen through the level. PUBG. I know PUBG's in beta or whatever you want to call it, but that game is busted. It's so bad. And people keep saying there's no problem with it, but it's unplayable in the way it is. You run to a door and you stop and you go across like that. You don't just stop at the door and go in. You go like that and run straight past it. It's horrible. So when you aim your gun, it's all floaty and it's... Yeah, should have left it on PC. The developers are too cheap now to get full-time testers. Yeah, they don't really test games fully. They just say... I suppose there's a lot more in the games today. When you've got like a NES game and you just got a platform, there's a level to test for 40 hours. That's not too bad. There's only so much you can do because there's not much, but the games are so open now, big worlds, and there's so much to find. People find out that you can go through rocks if you get a car and hit it at a 90-degree angle at 100 miles an hour, you can fly through the level. They find this stuff out. There's so much more to test. So it must be hard being a tester today. I suppose people don't really care. When are they going to make a Simpsons Hit and Run remake? That was a cool game. I want Simpsons Arcade again. I love Simpsons Arcade. That game was fantastic. That's my favourite one. They just need to remake that again. That'd be sweet. I think they made a remake on the iPhone, which was terrible. Can't be the developers' fault. It's the publishers and consumers. Yeah, there's so much to find in games now. I mean, I see they've got to test them, but there's also so many things that can go wrong. I mean, people find weird glitches. I mean, like Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time, there's speedrunners that fall through levels and get to the end boss in like 10 seconds. You know what I mean? How would you have found that? That took them like 30 years to find that stuff, but they're still finding stuff today that they can do, and when they find it, it makes it a quicker speedrun. Consumers don't do any research and are happy to buy whatever. Yeah, I always research a game before I get it. I don't like getting a game day one and it's broken. I do get really pissed off, but I calmed down when I got World War II. I let it fix itself and it was a great game, but all my mates, well, one of my mates was playing, he said the bullets were going through people, and I don't think they were. I think it might have been his internet, but he's had his internet fixed now, so I think he said it's better. They can't licensing issues, and the fact Radical is owned by Activision and Simpsons rights without EA. Oh, with EA. Oh, right, okay. That's a shame. The other one is, I don't know if you guys played it, but Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That game on the Xbox 360 was fantastic. I've still got it. I wouldn't mind that to be ported over, but I think they don't have the rights anymore, so they can't stick it on the Xbox One, because I'd love to play that again, especially online. What's the weirdest thing you found at a car boot fair? I think Kieran found an artificial leg. I think probably the weirdest thing, probably like sex DVDs people were selling. I was finding it a bit weird, You go up to someone's stall and there's like blue movies and you're like, okay. Yeah, sort of something you don't really want to sell at a car boot. I don't know, it's a bit creepy. I don't really want to touch them either. It's like, yeah, I ain't touching that. I don't know where that's been. I won't touch it. I don't think porn DVDs, I don't really see the point nowadays. But yeah, I wouldn't sell that at a car boot if it was mine. I wouldn't want to touch it, man. Bit grim. Can't think what else I've seen weird. I've had weird stalls where you go up and go up to the stall and they've got like 4 items. They'll have like a car stereo, like a Barbie doll, and weird things, you know, just stuff that you just think, why are you paid like £8 to sell at this boot sale and you're selling like £3 worth of stuff? Dirty knickers, yeah, probably is dirty knickers there. People will buy those up. Dirty old man. I love GTA 3D Universe Collection current gen. That would be great. I think it'd take a lot of work to if they remade the games. I think it'd sell. I think if they did stuff like San Andreas and that, it would sell. If they mixed it all in, make a whole world where you go to the different places, like San Andreas is here and Vice City is over here, and you can just go into the world. It all changes. The music just kicks in. You know, all different. Do porn DVDs sell? I have a load of them. There you go, if anyone needs some. I think that was Neil that said that. I really want a Buzz game on PS4. Oh, they're trying to bring out more games like Buzz on PS4, which is pretty cool. I did like the Buzz games though, but you've got your phone now. Just have the Buzz game with the buzzer on your phone. Simple. Like the Jackbox games, they're great fun. When do car boots season start? Is it March? Yeah, March. I think it's March. March or April. I'm hoping they do start again because they did kind of slow down. Hope they pick up quite quick, especially with DVDs. Oh god, it goes so fast. I never see them sell. I don't think people buy DVDs nowadays really. It's all about, he's on the TV remote, isn't he? Right, he's still, it should be alright. A mobile version of he is on the TV remote. He's making the telly go mental. There you go there. That's just crippled myself. Wherever you put the TV remote, you'll find it and sit on it. I think Blu-rays, yeah, Blu-rays are going down. I mean, you can get Blu-rays for like 10p and 50p. They're so cheap. And they still look good. They look fantastic. If I see a Blu-ray and a DVD, I'm never picking a DVD up. And most of the time I'll leave a DVD behind. I won't pick it up unless it's something specific like them, you know, 80s cartoons, which you can't get on Blu-ray. I don't think I'll ever pick up a DVD again. I'm surprised H&V are still advertising DVDs. It's like you go in Tesco's, they've got loads of DVDs and just next to nothing on Blu-ray. Well, mine has anyway. It's just, it's moving on. I mean, 4K is the new thing. And the thing is, if you're thinking about going to 4K and watch 4K movies, you buy the 4K film and pretty much, I think every time it comes with a DVD or it comes with a Blu-ray. And I think if it doesn't come with a Blu-ray, it comes up with a UV code. So there's no reason to, if you haven't got the disc, you can watch it on UV at a friend's house. If you haven't got the UV, you've got a DVD or a Blu-ray as well. Or, I mean, like Spider-Man or something came with 4K, Blu-ray, DVD and a UV code. So you don't ever need it. And if you are going to go to 4K in the future, you've got the disc already. If you're not, you've still got the films for a decent price. And I mean, you could sell the rest on if you wanted to. And they hold their price at the moment, 4K films. Buzz was fun back in the day. That was great fun. I think the nearest thing you've got to that now is like Jackbox, which is still pretty good, but Buzz was really unique for the time. Really sad how many TV shows aren't in Blu-ray formats. I think, I don't know if you know the show called The Goldbergs, which is quite like good nostalgia trip. I think I think they released the show on DVD. They didn't release it on Blu-ray and people asked for it. That's just, I don't know. If you want to, I don't really want to watch a DVD, and it like if you've got a 4K TV and you're watching DVDs, it doesn't look nice. Not really. Like we watched the other night, Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny, last night I think it was, and that was in DVD because it didn't come out on Blu-ray, and it does look. You forget about it, you watch it, and then you get into it and you enjoy it. But when you first watch it, you're like, damn, that looks messy. Can't watch DVDs anymore too. They just look. I know it's moved on. It's not like a retro game. The game's still a good game, but it's just the DVD's still a good DVD. But if you've got the choice to watch a Blu-ray, which you do most of the time, you never want to watch a DVD. I don't know why you'd want it anyway. I have one VHS only. because one part was filmed on my estate. I don't even own a VHS player. You moved your living room around. No, this is the PlayStation. It's there. So usually the camera's here. This is the PC here, which is just there. So the camera's just there and looking at me. So it's not moved around as much. The only thing that's missing is the vivarium that was there. The hedgehog died, so the vivarium's gone, and all his stuff is just sitting on top at the moment. Once that's cleared, all of that back wall is going to be probably shelving for Amanda's stuff. He moved his house, yeah. I just can't go digital. I like my control over DVDs and Blu-ray. Streaming services like Netflix don't appeal to me, as all the control is theirs, I guess you're saying. I like Netflix because it's there. I know what you're saying. I like the games physical. I like my movies physical. I'd rather have the disc. And physical is always better looking than streamed. If you've got a 4K film and it's perfect and it's crisp and it's a high bit rate and it's running well, it looks perfect. But when you're watching a stream like Netflix, I've had it before, where you're watching a film in 4K and it'll dip a little bit for no reason. It'll just lose, and it'll lower down. You notice it. It all goes a little bit fuzzy. I do like streaming services, but yeah, physical all day, every day. It's reversible camera. Oh, right, okay, yeah. I think the PlayStation camera is reversed. That's supposed to say nothing, or something like, I don't know, Mrs.'s thing there. Yeah, it's all backwards, so that's why my trousers don't say Marvel, they say... It looks like it's Russian, rather than net. Yeah, pretend it's Russian. I don't know why it does that. What are we up to? Any planned meetups with Game Boys are awesome. Yeah, I do want to go down there. We were saying earlier, he's still got his boot sales on, so I was going to go down and team up with him. But yeah, it's just my illness allowing me to go without freaking out and being a mess. He doesn't live far now, really, like an hour and a half, so it's not long. But it's allowing me to go. When it gets to summer, I'll probably pop up there. He'll pop down here. We'll do the same again. I wish we lived right next door to each other, because then we could just go all the time and do it. And I'm not even bothered if I don't get pickups. I just like going to see stuff to then put it on YouTube so people can see it. I get more buzz out of people seeing someone pick up something than me picking up something. Unless it's Ned stuff, then if it's Ned stuff or Master System or retro like that, then yeah, it's great. That does make me happy. Fake Russian tracksuit Marvel box. Maybe that is what Marvel is in Russian. It's just reversed. When's the car boot season start again? It's March or April. They said about March, so it's going to be still cold, probably going to be wet, and there's going to be many cars. But I will go. And if I do get some footage, I'll just put it up raw and just see what I see, and then it gives you something to look at until the seasons actually start, when you've got packed fields, and it's great. Yo, that's me. Don't ever start collecting Funko Pops, they're addictive. Funko Pops, I had my shelf, which you can't, well, I want to move the camera, but I think if I move the camera, it's going to mess up, because I don't trust it. But the shelf I had up there, I had about 100 Pops up there, and I sold them all. Yeah, I got addicted, and I was selling them, and I was getting the Marvel Collector Core and stuff like that, and I was just like, yeah, it's just eating my money. And I just got rid of them. And I got rid of all the Pops, and they all went to a friend. And the only Pop I've got left is the Flash, which I got as a gift. And Amanda's got loads here. She's got Harry Potter. She collects the Harry Potter ones. She's got so many. And Fantastic Beasts as well. But she loves them. But there's so many, especially with Harry Potter. They bring out one, they bring out two, then there's 6, there's 10, and then they bring the same one out with holding a piece of paper with a flipping set of glasses in his hand. There's so many different ones. They just keep releasing them, same one again and again. Oh, Kieran's off. See you later, Kieran. What did I miss? Boot sale, where you sell. I didn't see that. Sorry. What's the most random thing you started collecting? The randomest thing I started collecting was Game Boy bootlegs. You know, the multi-carts, like 5-in-1, 10-in-1. I got to a point where I had about 80 a few years back. And I just was like, one day I went, what's the point? Because they're all the same games, just different covers on them and stuff like that. So, you know, what's his name? Ashens on YouTube, Stuart Ashens. He needed them, so he bought them off me, and yeah, he's got all of them now. So they've all gone. But that was the weirdest thing. Started getting GameCube games, such an underrated console. I loved it back in the day when that Star Wars game, the first one, Rogue Squadron or something, when that came out, the graphics were mental. And playing Luigi's Mansion, that blew my mind on graphics. It was so good back then. It's still a great system. We still got loads, all the games we want to keep anyway. Great system. I have one Funko Pop Classic Starbuck. That's it. Starbuck. What's that one? My Game Boys are awesome. He's gone. Yeah. Random. Yeah, I can't think of anything else too random. When I was a kid, I used to collect erasers. You know, rubbers. That was a random thing I was into. One day, someone had a collection of rubbers and they passed them down to me and they were like, here you go in the family. Got these erasers. There was like Coca-Cola ones with a lid on, looked like a Coke can, and you used to unscrew it and it smelled like Coke. And it was like, that's cool. And I was like, what? I wonder what other ones. And I used to go to a shop, man. I don't know why. I was a kid. It's crap stuff you collect. Go into a shop and they'd be like, oh, look, they got new rubbers in the shape of like a cake and things like that. I'll have that one. And yeah, you grew out of that. Didn't last long, that. I think it was like 6 months. I'll probably throw all the rubbers away or use them at school. I don't know. What about you? What's the weirdest things you guys have collected? XDJ, how you doing? Yeah, there's a lot of weird things you collect as a kid. Had a phase of collecting snails in the garden. I had a bucket. Used to get stale. Keep them in the bucket and let them out in the day, feed them. And then one day my dad didn't know the bucket was there. He kicked the bucket over and stepped on all the snails and killed them. And I was in tears as a kid. I forgot about that till just now. He just crushed all the snails. Ah! Yeah, that was heartbreak as a kid. Poor snails. Do you play PS4? Yes, this is on PS4 now. This is on PS4 Pro. Just streaming it because I didn't want to pull the PC out, just using the PlayStation. Yeah, I play PlayStation 4. I don't play many games online because there's not really much I enjoy playing which isn't on Xbox already. So yeah, I keep missing stuff. It goes still for a while and then it just shoots up. I bought a car myself, not really weird, but I collect old hand tools. That's alright. There's some really rare ones that are worth a lot of money. The bag I store them in is huge now. I must have at least 800 stickers in it. Oh, stickers. I used to have loads of football stickers as a kid. Some Nintendo stickers, Simpsons stickers, Turtles. What else? Pogs. Football cards. Trading cards. Pokemon cards. Not even all of them. Fortnite. I play Fortnite on Xbox One X. I really enjoy it. Fortnite Battle Royale. Just a lot of my teammates. I used to be the one who got really angry over the game, and now I've got to that point where I accept it. If you lose, just go back in and go again. But a lot of the teammates get in a mood and rage quit. You missed it. I was talking about stickers on games. Ah, okay. Kev, not Kieran. Kieran's gone. Amanda's bought another Lego figure by the looks of it. At least half of the games I buy, I must have at least one sticker on them. Damn. I've got stickers come straight off when I get a game. So they're not in 25 years time you try and get the sticker off and it's like permanently glued on. It's like NES games. Back in the day, if there was a sticker on a game, peel it off, gone. But the people who leave them on there, like today, you get boxes. If you're buying a NES game now and it's got a box sticker on it, like a big circle shop sticker, the chances of you getting that sticker off are pretty slim without ruining that box. You can't heat it up, the glue's gone, it's now just permanent, it's like cement. So you just peel it off, it's not coming off. Yeah, then boxes are ruined. Oh, the shops used to stick on like hanging tabs on the back of the box so they could hook on the shelf. And those, over time, have gone so brittle they just fall off and then they just leave like this cement that's on the boxes. But I'm not into box NES games, so I'm alright. But I've seen a lot of damaged ones. Yeah, Fortnite is good though. I think I've got a couple of NES game boxes down there. I just feel bad about throwing them out. They're in such a state, but just don't want to bin them because it's like, I don't know what to do with them. Maybe if someone wants the NES boxes, they are absolutely ruined though. But I just feel bad about just throwing stuff out. Gugon, I've got Gugon. It stinks as well, that stuff. gives me a headache. But at least with CEX stickers, like you can heat them up with a hairdryer and get them off. It does come off, but if it's been on there for a long time, Goo Gone will soak in that cardboard. If you've got a NES game, you put a little, even if it's a little bit on a cotton bud and just gently rub it, you try and pull it off and it will just ruin the box. The whole box will stain that yellow colour of the Goo Gone as well. I had it on, someone put a sticker on a label. I can't remember what game it was. I think it was a NES game back ages ago. And I was just gently getting it off, and then a little bit of it just touched the side of the label and it just soaked underneath it. It's not bad, but it does ruin it. CEX stickers are a bit sticky though. But the heartbreak is when it's on retro games. You know, they've got box games in the shelf and they stick a sticker on it, CEX, and I'm like, why? Stick it on the cartridge on the corner or something. They get the cartridge and they stick it on the label, like stick it on the plastic. I will have an eternal grudge against Granger Games till the end of my days. And they're the ones who got the permanent marker and then wrote a big P, because we had a shop like that who wrote P on the disc, on the cartridge, on the label, on the manual, and then on the box. So I'm like, Jesus, just ruined it. They put stickers on the disc, and what I want is just to put a permanent marker on the disc, and you can't clean that off with alcohol because that's going to strip the disc, ruin it. I think I've got, what game was it? That was a Dreamcast mouse. I had a Dreamcast mouse. I sold that because I didn't need it, and that had a P on the bottom, and it won't come off with alcohol because it's been on so many years. It's soaked into it. Yeah, put in a big. I think it was Game Station. They were the ones who did it. They big P in permanent marker on the disc, on the cartridge, on the label, on the manual, on the box. Horrible. Ruined the discs. But back in the day, you didn't think of it. You were just like, oh, it's pre-owned. But now you're like, oh man, just really ruins it. Rust is my biggest problem. You can treat that though, you're alright. That's not too bad. Have you got them all stored in like a damp shed? Is that what it is? I don't think I've got I can't think. I did have a game recently that had P written all over it. I was going to show you. Had P written all over it. That sounds wrong. Let me think. See, there's one of my boxes. It's in a right state. It's all sellotaped up. I only wanted it. It was cheap, and it was cheap with the box and manual. Manual's gone, but the box is monster in my pocket. It is so hammered. Sun damage, yeah, that sucks. I try and tend to not go with games that are sun damaged because you get shops and they put them in the window like these are the new games, you know, or these retro games, and they don't sell and they sit in a window for 6-7 months and they're ruined. And you buy it on CEX blindly and then you get it and it turns up and it's just yellow or the label's just missing. A few car boot sellers have clearly blue games that must have not been board games, I guess he's saying. It's sold for ages on sunny days. Yeah, you go to them boot sales and they've had them out lined up for ages and like they're either damp and on the manual and everything's wet and it's rippled, or they've been in sun damage. But yeah, there's Monster in my pocket. Look how bad that is. I don't want to throw it out though. Look, the top's mashed, squashed, but it's still a box and I'm just like, I should throw it away. I just feel bad. That is sellotaped to pieces. Like, you see the shine? That's all sellotape, that shine. It's just, I just feel bad. It's a great game. I would love box to complete, but I just can't justify it. But when I see this, I'm just like, I should just throw it away. It's heartbreak. Would you throw it away? Would you guys just throw it away? It's stuffed down the back of the couch. It just sits there. I've got a couple of them. There's another one, Pirates, as well. But just because it's retro, I feel bad. When I get them now rusted up, vinegar works pretty good. Under the rust, you have corrosion that eats away. Oh yeah, I've had a few tools like that where I've left them out and it's just pitted into the metal and it's totally ruined. Never played the CEX gamble game. I don't think I will. eBay is reliable. See, I've a lot of games. I got a lot of games I didn't need and traded them in because I paid £1 for them. Trading them in and getting 10 is great. So I traded a lot in and used the CEX vouchers to get a lot of my games. And I think they let me down once with Krusty's Funhouse. Instead of sending me the NES one, they sent me the SNES one, which if it was worth more, I would have kept it. But it wasn't, sadly. But they replaced it, special delivery. And the other one was Rygar, had label stain like in, and Parasol Stars was the worst one. The whole label, someone had taken the shiny layer off and it was ruined and half the label was missing. And I was like, seriously, you're selling that? And it's, why did you take that in? He goes, oh, we'll pay full price for that if we bought that in. I'm like, why? It's ruined. No one wants that. No one's going to buy it. But they replaced it. I ended up getting that game on eBay because I didn't want to risk it again because I wanted to play it. Poor game. But I took it in. The thing is, they don't say, oh, it's only £5 because it's ruined. They still stick it up for 20 quid or whatever. CEX gamble pays off sometimes, but if you've got the vouchers, it's worth doing. I would put things in a big box of things I want to throw away and try and give it free to another collector. I think I should just give them away. I don't know if anyone want that though. Look at Harry, I didn't even notice him just squashing the pillow going to sleep. He probably didn't even notice he was still here, I didn't. But yeah, these boxes. Oh god, it's so bad. See, it's sellotaped inside. That whole thing there is like ripped straight down. I love the artwork though. These boxes are fantastic. But the thing is, when you collect them, you kind of want to keep the games out of the boxes because if you want to play them, if you're just a collector who wants them on the shelf for the sake of having them on a shelf, then you want them in the boxes. But if you want to keep taking them out of the boxes, they're going to get ruined. Like this box has had a hard life. The game is perfect. Just this box has seen some things. Do you know much about Raspberry Pis? I don't know much at all, to be honest. I was going to get a Raspberry Pi a long time ago. My friend got one, he used it for Cody and gaming, and I heard they had some bad lag with games and controllers, and the controls were hard to set up. And I just went, I'll get a Shield TV, so I bought a Shield TV and I've never looked back. It does all the stuff that a Raspberry Pi does, and more. It plays Sega Saturn and Dreamcast and PS1 perfectly in 4K. Yeah. Got one of those box protectors. I've got some. I want some on a page on Facebook. A guy was giving away shark protectors, and I thought he was giving away like cart ones and boxes. And I just said, he goes, what would you like to display? And I was like, I'd like to display my rare games, which I've got. So I won. And he sent it to me. He goes, can you take a picture of the box games? I was like, I don't have any box games. He went, oh, but I've sent you box protectors. And I was like, yeah, I asked for cart ones. I did put it in the post. And he was like, oh, I didn't notice that. So I got stuck with the box protectors, which I don't really use. So I've used like one and gave a load away. So I've got like about 15 left, which I don't use because I don't have any boxes. So they do make the games look a lot nicer though. But when you're still taking them in and out, if you're opening the box protector, opening the box inside, getting the game out, using it, it's just wearing the box out every time you're using it. Retro Fusion, how you doing? Alright, Kev. Could always make a cool piece of art with all the Fuchs boxes. You could do, yeah. Like, is it called Deco? I'm rubbish at names. Decoupage, is that what it's called? All the old boxes, just take the covers and then cover it in like PVA glue. That'd be pretty cool. Even if they are knackered, it will look alright once it's all glued up. Good idea, actually. I never thought of that. I should just bin them. I've had it before where like I sold old boxes and I've just given them game boxes like that, just for free, just chucked them in, said I don't know if you want them, just take them. But yeah, I haven't got many. Can't think of any others I've got boxed. I think it's like, what was it? Pirates and something else, Mario or something, I can't remember. I feel I gave my last Mario box away. I would just chuck it, Kev, even if it's retro. Only be used to protect a game from sunlight. Yeah, I know. I just feel bad. It's like, if it was a PS2 game, I wouldn't feel as bad. I'd be like, yeah, it's like 10p, 5p, nothing. But yeah, being retro, like 30 years old, I feel a bit bad about doing it. Burn it as an offering to the collecting gods. Probably the amount of sellotapes on it, it'll probably give me some tumour or something from the fumes. For the night is dark and full of resellers. I think, yeah, I could burn it for the gods. For the retro goddess. I would love to go one day and just go to the car boot and there's a guy with loads of box games for dirt cheap. loads of boxed NES games. That would just be my dream. I'd be like, yeah. The thing is, I don't know what to do with the boxes. I would keep them if they were nice. I do want a Zelda 1 and 2. I recently finished both of those for the first time. I've never finished them before. And I do want them boxed. Like, I saw a mint one the other day someone was bought. I think it was one of the guys off Gross Newton's channel. Tom something, I think his name was. And it was perfect. Mint condition. Crisp. And I just saw it and I was in love. But it's the price. I don't really want to be paying hundreds just for a box. I'm 14, 15th on the 19th. 15th on the 19th. I collect wrestling figures, Pokemon stuff, and a few old miniature vehicles. Some are in box and some are not. That's pretty cool. It's cool to be collecting stuff. I think the thing is, when I was your age, I played retro games, but I wasn't like I am now. So when it got to a point of moving out, I hit 18, I moved out, and my mum's like, "Do you want this stuff in your wardrobe?" You know. And I was like, I'm not really bothered. And then she moved house and binned it all. All my Spectrum, all my NES, all that stuff, all went in the bin. She didn't trade it in, didn't charity shop it, because it wasn't worth anything back then. So the stuff that you're liking now, if you're into something like, I don't know what's out at the moment, Pokemon cards, stuff like that, in 20, 30 years' time, they're the ones that are going to be worth money to people like you of your age. So it's kind of like, I went into a shop, I've said to the lads who know me, I went into a shop when I was about 14, 15, and there was a bucket, and it said on it, you know, like clearance, and it was Zelda Majora's Mask, £1 a game, sealed, brand new games, £1, full, like that high off the floor, full of them. And I was like, Mum, can I get a couple? And she's like, yeah, right. So I got 3. Gave one to my niece, gave one to my friend, and I opened the other one and kept it for myself, just to play. Now I look at it, and I'm like, if I'd have bought that whole thing, like £100 worth of games, that would make me so rich. I could have had so much money now. But you don't think of it back then. Back then it's like, it's £1 because no one wants it, and no one did want it. That's why there was so many for so long. But now you look at it and you're like, damn, if you could just go back in time and just I had games like Panzer Dragoon Saga, I was picking them up for like £5 and playing it and just trading it in. And now it's worth like £200-300 or whatever. It's mad. Seen Game of Thrones, yeah, I love it. Great series. What's the PS thing on the screen, Kev? This is, it's because the PlayStation's, I don't know how to get rid of it. Like, you can, is it, I've got to turn that on again actually, because that's going to cut off. Is it that way? Yeah, it's this robot thing. We'll put the robot on again. Whoa, there we go. Yeah, you have to go in this game to stream. I just didn't want to pull out the PC, so that's what it is. If you want to put that evil of what could have been on you, you could have bought Bitcoin. I know, Bitcoin. I remember, I didn't farm any, but I remember you could farm it. And I was like, should I get some? Should I farm it? I was like, nah, I can't be bothered. There we go, we'll leave it out. And now it's worth, well, I don't know what it's worth now. It did go down a lot. I could have bought Bitcoins in 2013 when they were £300. That's the thing, is you never know. If you knew, then you'd do it. And everyone would do it. And probably wouldn't be worth as much. But back in the day, you see these things, you see these games, and you're like, you know, I remember getting Zelda, like, mint in box. I don't remember, I think it was one of my games. I never really liked it as much. I didn't really like it. Zelda on the NES. And I wanted something in a shop, a game shop, and I said, how much would you give me for it? And they said, like, £4. And I was like, yeah, that'll do. You know, it's not, in that condition now, it's worth about £130, £180. And it's like, what? But you don't at the time. You never know if you knew these things. Is he snoring? He's snoring. If you knew these things, then you would do them, but you never know until the future. And then you look back and you go, if only. 9,950 each, damn. But you think about, if I had them Zelda games, if I had like 100, say there's 100 in there, £100 worth. Each one of them, what's that worth sealed? £500? 3 to 5? In that mint condition, and if you had 100, that would be a deposit on a house for £100. But you don't know, you never know this. And there is people out there who are buying, they go to Argos and they see Argos is having a toxic sale and they're selling games which were £40 now for a £5 each. And they buy them And they hope in the future that they're worth as much money, but you never know. Maybe they will be. Maybe Wii games that we bought, like Zelda and that, are going to be worth so much. My friend has 38 bitcoins on an old hard drive, which he forgot the key. Oh no! I would probably jump off a bridge if I had that. Oh, that's ridiculous. I feel heartbreak for him. That's terrible. How you doing, Scuzz? You alright? I have 2 Xbox 360 games, being WWE 2K17 and Lego Star Wars Clone Wars Platinum Edition. Are there any games you'd recommend to play? There's so many good games on the 360. I don't really... I mean, if you want a really good game, Fable series, Fable 1, 2 and 3. I would say play them in that order, 1, 2 and 3, because if you go from 3 and backwards, it can be a bit... I don't know, it feels like you are going backwards. Fable series. What else? Obviously Halo. Halo's good. There's so many games, but I can't really list. You're best off just going on Google and just typing best Xbox 360 games. But for Fable, I definitely recommend. Fable was fantastic. I really like that. Evo Gauge. I have a sealed copy of Need for Speed Underground on PS2. Hopefully that'll be worth a bit. That's the thing, is you see games like that in the charity shop and they're still sealed and they're £1, and you think, should I buy it? And then you're like, yeah, go on then, and you get it. And I mean, even games like there's PS1 games I've seen sealed, and they're only worth £6 or £7 and they're sealed. And that's now, even though all these years later, like I don't know how many years it is, 20 years, whatever. And it's just, you hope they're going to be worth more. But there's people out there buying games just to keep sealed. There's that sort of... There's gamers. There's gamers that collect. There's collectors who don't game. Then you've got people who buy sealed stuff and don't game. Now, I mean, if I went to a boot sale and I found a... Oh, he's waving. If I found a mint sealed copy of Zelda on the NES, I would keep that. That would be on the shelf. That would be like a prize piece. And you wouldn't want to open it. And you'd probably get it graded, but I've seen people on like Game Trader and stuff paying £5 for a sealed copy of Secret of Mana and things like that, or whatever game it was, and they're keeping it sealed. I'm just like, you paid £5 for that. If you paid like 50p, I'd feel really good about it, but paying £5 just to have it sitting there, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you guys think on that, keeping sealed games. Look at him dancing. Connor is back. How you doing? Alan Wake at the moment. Alan Wake, yeah, it's a great game. You haven't played that one. That's superb. Really enjoyed that back in the day. Gears of War series as well. Used to love that always. It was great. But Alan Wake, great game. It was, if you bought Quantum Break on Xbox One, it came with that game, I think, Alan Wake. So definitely worth playing. Really cool game. I'd like a new one. I think they're going to do a sequel one day. Alan Wake American Nightmare. I never played the American Nightmare one. That was the DLC, wasn't it? I don't see the point of buying sealed just to put it on the shelf. That's what I mean. It's just, it is cool, but if you're paying that much money to have a sealed game on the shelf, I couldn't justify that. I mean, if you were like a footballer and you had, you know, 120 grand a week paycheck, then sealed games, yeah, just might as well just buy them. You could pay someone, employ them to buy you sealed games. You just go on eBay all day looking at groups, buying you all these sealed games just to keep sealed to show off. Oh, something sold. Someone made an offer on my game box, which is my last game box on the NES, that Tiny Toons one I've got, which I'm getting rid of, but it was quite cheap. Alan Wake, what are we up to? People can do at the moment what they want with their money. If that 5k truly brings them 5k, yeah, I know, but like, it's like paying 5k for a cake and not eating it. You know, buying a £100,000 sports car and never driving it. Like, it's cool. Oh, you own that car? That's wicked. Let's go for a drive. No, I don't drive it, mate. It just sits there. That's like, that's another. I don't know. To me, I'd want to play it. I want to enjoy it. Obviously, I won't open a sealed game if I've got an open copy, but like to buy a game just to sit on the shelf and pay that much money, like buying a car just to sit there and no one drive it, that's, I don't know, that's just, I'm not bothered by, you know, it's just, to me, it's a waste. But, you know, if it makes them happy, yeah, sure, it's cool. Playing much of your Switch, yeah, playing, I finished Mario Odyssey, then went on to Xenoblade 2, finished that recently, I thought I put 70 hours in, I actually put 90. Then I went on to Fire Emblem, which I started last night, which is alright. I reckon that's what Xbox will be making, another Alan Wake, with that Brighton developer they keep going on about. It would be good if they did make a new one. That didn't move in, did it? I thought it moved in. Mr. Z, my only one wondering why there's a little robot running around. It's because, as I said before, I've said it a few times, I would pull the PC out, but it's too much effort to pull it all out, so I thought I'd stream on PlayStation, use the camera, capture it like that. You see me, I can still chat to you. I'm on the PlayStation, as you can see, and the robot's there. I could put some more robots out if you want to see them together. There you go, there's some more robots. How many's in there? Let's have a look. Jesus, didn't realise there's that many. Look, Jesus, it's still going. There's the robots. They're taking over. Oh! I think I just killed him with a duck. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, they're back. There you go. Right, I can get rid of them now. There we go. There's more of them. Get in there. Oh my god, it's never going to end. There we go, I think he's the last one. Going to Play Expo. When is the Expo? When is Play Expo in Blackpool? Is it the end of the year or is it February? I can't remember when it was. Luke, how you doing? Good, mate, and you? I don't have the cash. I don't have the cash to go to Blackpool. Well, if it's the end of the year, I might be able to scrape something together, but I would like to go. I do enjoy it, but I'm in a lot of pain. Like, I've got a lot of shoulder pain from my accident, and when I walk around, I'm just crippled and doubled up and just like a hunchback. So much pain. But yeah, I do want to go. Holy smokes, 90 hours on Sonic 2. I'm about 60 hours. What did you think? You must have enjoyed it to put that time. I did enjoy it, but as I was saying before, there's a lot of problems. Like the map system's a bit horrible, the guidance system's horrible, the way that you get to a certain point and you have to unlock a certain like focus or jump or leap in or whatever it's called to carry on the level, and then you get to another bit and you need more of it to carry on. Stuff like that really done me. And bosses that one-shot you for no reason, you just be fighting away, all good for 10-15 minutes, you're about to kill him and he just one-shots you, you're like, thanks, brilliant, I just wasted all my time. And then you go back in and have to do it again and then you do it easy. And that sort of stuff really wound me up. But the end boss I didn't think I was going to kill. I was like, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but I was in it. I was like, I can't do this. And I mean, I'm good at games, and I was struggling. I was suffering. He kept one-shotting me, and then did it easy. And I was like, seriously, that was it? So it's that kind of, you never know if you can kill it or not. Yeah. And there's a lot of controls in that game as well. You get into it, you get used to the controls, they add more. And then you get used to it another hour and they add more. And even when you get to the end, they added more. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm learning so much, but there's too much to take in and keep going. Just sort of overload. I'd love to get some Xeno amiibos. I don't know what the amiibos look like, I haven't seen them, but the characters in game, man, they've got some serious, like the Japanese with titties. They're not like normal size. These are humongous breasts that everyone has got. Every character's pretty much got them hanging out, like, and you're like, the Japs love it, and they do that sort of love thing all the time, don't they? With like always the main characters in these games are kids. Persona 5, you're a kid and you can like sleep with your teacher, and in Persona 4 you can do the same sort of thing, and then all these games they sort of do love interest, don't they, with the character and the older characters. I always find that a bit creepy, man. The Japanese do that, bit weird. He's okay. Good job, Luke. 10th, 11th February, so probably not. Oh yeah, I'll definitely no chance. Yeah, I think Manchester's the next one. Maybe Manchester. But if you guys are going, I don't know if you guys are going to them. Just say hi. I don't know who you are because I don't see your pictures. So if you do see me there, come and say hi. You say, I'm Lee Everett. But yeah, it would be cool to go again. The maps in Xano 2 are quite annoying and yeah, they are confusing, man. You're going along and you think you're going to the right place, and then you're completely in the wrong place. You've got to go around again, and you're like, literally, every time I got stuck, I would go, right, I'm stuck now. I need to Google it. I'd Google it, and there'd be a post on a forum saying this is absolute shocking. You know, loads of people complaining about getting to this place, and you go, oh, it's here. And you're like, how was I supposed to know you have to go back to the town and go the opposite way out and go down and come around the other way? There's nothing that tells you that. It's just... Persona 5 was my game of the year because I could date my teacher. Yeah, in the end, I went with the teacher on my one. I went with there was choice to date other girls, I think, but it changed like the Valentine's thing on it or something where they all like got in the mood with you. So I just stuck with the one person. I still a bit weird in it. I mean, I don't know how old the kids were in that. I can't remember, but they must have been like 14, 15. And the teacher's like 30. Yeah, bit weird. Yeah, definitely a Lee Stride. Lee Stride. Joke, it's because it was a fantastic game. Yeah, it was brilliant. At the beginning, I loved 4 so much. I was obsessed with 4, playing it all day on the PS Vita. And then, they brought out 5, and I got into it, and I was like, I can't. I love the old characters. I can't do it. And then I started. You sort of loving the new characters. You get involved, and you want to spend time with them. You want to level them up, and then you just enjoy it. And then it ends. And when it ends, it's like heartbreak. Because you're just so involved with these characters and learn all their. Because it's quite a deep game. There's a lot of like upsetting things in it. And you get into it, and then it ends, and you're like, the characters are gone. But they're supposed to be making like one of those dancing all night games for Persona 5, I think it is. So that does give you a bit more story because it gives you another game. Even though it's a dancing game, it gives you a story as well. So, yeah. Who is this Lee Strider? Yeah, the Connor, Sega Mega Nerd. Well, he would send you a message, but yeah, he can't. But he's just some nonce the paedophile hunters found. And he was like, this guy goes up to him and goes, Lee Strider. And he's like, he tries to smack the phone out of his hand. He's like, I can't even repeat. I don't really want to keep swearing on here in case I get banned or something. But yeah, he just swears at him. It's so funny. But yeah, he gets locked up. Brilliant. Can you say... I don't want to say it. VHS Master Race. You'll be sick now. None of you, this is Connor there. He loves VHS. I don't know why that's his thing. But I don't see the point in VHS now. Unless you can get a movie that you can't get anywhere else, which most of the time you can find it on streaming sites and things like that, and probably get rips of it now. Just VHS. Oh, I threw mine away. All mine went when I was a kid. All gone. Are you going to get Ni no Kuni 2? I haven't played Ni no Kuni. Kuni? I don't know how to say it. But I haven't played it. At the boot sale, you might have saw the episode. I went to it. I was choosing some Lego games for Amanda. The guy walks across, he's rude, that guy, just stomps across all the guy's stuff, rude as anything, and just picks up all these games for £1. I'm like, seriously? I'm dealing with him, and he just comes in and grabs them. Horrible guy. He's the one who's always grabbing stuff. Always grabbing. Straight on eBay. Nasty. Nasty guy. But he grabbed that game. I was like, seriously, I didn't even see it there. I wanted that game so bad. But I will get it one day. I need to play 1 before I play 2, I think. Cortalis, I don't know if it's just a toy. It is a money box. It's the one we put change in, and then when we go away on holiday, because we go in the UK, if we go, we don't always go, we go to the arcades and we play on the machines, and she loves the 2p machines, and her mum does, so they take that. And yeah, I'm more of a, I like the one, you probably saw it in a video I did years ago. There's like a thing that spins, and it drops a ball through a tube, and you've got to drop it into the holes. I'm wicked at getting a jackpot on that. I wait till it builds up throughout the day, and then I go in, jackpot, and then cash out, and just get loads of tickets. Last time I went, I got a drone. I won a drone. So yeah, and I ended up selling the drone because I can't fly it for shit. I tried flying it, and I just ended up flipping it over and stuff. I'm useless. Quite a lot of exclusive media on VHS, really old stuff that would never make it to the DVD. Yeah, but he collects them, even the ones that aren't out, the ones that are on DVD. He loves VHS. As well as tons of home shop VHS tapes. I hear my parents erase the earliest existing footage of me. Oh man, when I was a kid, my brother went on holiday. We never went on holiday much as a kid. He went on holiday with school, and he took loads of shots on his camera, brought it home, and I was only little, like really little, 4 or 5. And I still remember it. I was into Turtles at the time. I think it was like 80, 89, something like that. Turtles was out, and I decided to shoot my own home video, which I was pretending to do. So I grabbed the roll of film that was meant for developing, and I got the camera. So I was like, oh, it's stuck inside. So I pulled the tape out, put it back in the camera, and started pretending to shoot loads of Turtles figures on the floor. And then my mum comes over and she's like, where's that film? I was going to get it developed. And I was like, oh, I'd used it. There was nothing on it. And she's like, no, it had stuff on it. And I basically ruined the only footage of my brother's holiday. And we don't have many pictures from when we were kids. So that was it. It was gone. Good job, Kev. Oh, I don't really have any footage from when I was a kid. I don't think there's any video footage of me as a kid. A couple of pictures. Awful. I look like Frankenstein. I mean, I look back ugly now, but as a kid, I look like Frankenstein. I was so tall. I never grew from this height. I was like this height from when I was in lower school. So I was massive, but just looked so odd proportions. Long, gangly arms and legs. Yeah, looked weird. Do you collect any Funko Pop vinyls? They're really rare to find at a boot sale. I did get a couple at the boot sale. I got... Which ones was it? Oh, I got one for Kieran, which was... I think it was an Adventure Time one, which I gave him for free. And I collected a Day of the Dead Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. I got those. I've seen like 4 Funko Pops so far over all the time I've been there. But I don't collect them anymore. My missus does though. She's got quite a few there. How long have you been streaming for? You must be bored. I don't mind. I'm happy just to be here chatting to people, because if I'm chatting to you, I'm not stupid thing. If I'm chatting to you guys, press that button again. There we go. If I'm chatting to you guys, then I've got something to do. If I wasn't playing, if it wasn't on this, then I'd probably be playing Fire Emblem. But I'm waiting for the missus to get out, so I'm probably going to be on for another half an hour, and then I'm going to be off. Because I've got to pick her up, and then I haven't eaten all day, so I'm starving, so I'm probably going to grab something to eat. Harry's come along for a scratch. You like that? That good? So I've been streaming, I don't know, like 2 hours maybe? I'm not sure. Does it say? Yeah, it did 2 hours. 1 hour 52 minutes exactly. It was BMO you got killed. Was it BMO? I've got in BMO before, but I think at that time when I've got them two together, I think it was like Finn or something. I'm not sure. It might have been BMO. I'm not sure. I have to look back on the episode. 2 hours, yeah. But I do like... There's so many pops, but as I said, there's so many to get, and they just keep bringing out more and more. Like at one point I was going to get the Doctor Who pops. And then they just kept bringing them out again and again and again. I just said, you know, I haven't even got the first batch that have come out, and there was like 8 of those. And I just didn't want to go, you know, there's another 20 just coming out already. And some of them were worth a lot of money, so I just sold the ones I had on. Oh no, what did I miss? Scratches out of discs. I didn't see that. There's polish you can use that cleans up discs. But the best way is just to take them into CEX and get, if that's what you're on about, take them into CEX and get them to resurface it, or buy an actual resurfacing unit. You need to spend a bit of money on them. I think they're a couple £100 for an alright one. Put them in and then resurface them and they'll be good as new. BMO is a great pop to have. I've only seen one pop for £3 with a bash box in a charity shop. Had no clue who it was. Might have been a rare one. Odd question, but do you deal with dog hairs around your house? He doesn't really shed hair because he's wire. He's like wire. Look, he's been stripped. Like what happens is his fur gets to a certain length, then you have to pull it out. That's what it's called, stripping with borders. So you just pull the hair out and then you throw it away, and then he's back to look. He looks like a different dog afterwards. But he's starting to get hairy. But we leave him for a bit of warmth in the winter. But yeah, he doesn't really shed hair. He'll start sneezing. No, I'm alright. But yeah, he doesn't really shed hair, so it's not too bad. Probably I shed more hair. Why are you sniffing my crotch, weirdo? At least he's awake, I guess. You happy? Don't put your tongue in my mouth. Man snogs dog on camera. The JFJ Easy Pro is a discrete surfacing machine that I've heard a lot of good. What was the one? Connor will know. What's the one that Kieran got? He got a resurfacer. Was it Disco Devil or something? Was that it? Something like that? I might have just made that name up. I found it who it was about a year later. Oh, who it was? Someone called Long Duck. There's no way. It can't be. Long Duck Dong. Okay. That's a weird name. What are you doing? Can we sing? Harry? Yes. I'm a dog. And no, I can't sing. Yeah. There you go, a little song from Harry there. I don't know what this is, but your dog is cute. Have a good day. It was just a YouTube video. Just thought we'd do it on PlayStation for a change. Save pulling everything out. Thanks for stopping by. He's a good boy. I don't know how many... See, I'm not sure if people from PlayStation can watch this as well. I don't know if it's just YouTube guys that are watching. So if you're from PlayStation, let me know, because I don't really know who's who. I just clicked... Because I know back in the day, when the PlayStation first came out, you could stream to Twitch and Ustream. But if you did things like this, they got annoyed. So I just did it to YouTube because you can do that. But I just wish... I mean, I love having a radiator now because the radiator is heating up the house, but the PC was there, that's where it lived, and now it's got nowhere to live. I might have forgotten. What have I missed? Oh, hang on. I might have forgotten. That name sounds a bit dodgy. I don't think you should... if you Google Long Duck Dong, you might get in trouble for that. I was going to Google it there. I'm not going to do it. I'll pass away and they'll be like, oh, let's check out his history. And they'll be like, what the hell is this? Long Duck Dong. That's hard to say. Try saying it 10 times fast. But yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to have to eat. I think a roast dinner. Sent it by accident. All I know is that it was from a film called 16 Candles. I've heard of the film. Is it a chick flick? Is that right? Not sure. Chris Linney, I'm one of your subs, but watching through PS4. Oh, nice one. Thanks for watching and subbing. Yeah, I just did it for... Other people stream and they don't have all this junk here. I don't know how to get rid of it because I don't really stream on PS4. But yeah, as a... Well, I just thought I'd do something to keep busy and to speak to you guys. Have you any game art books? I've got one from Zelda Breath of the Wild. I think it is. I've got one... What's the other one I've got? I've got a Nintendo one as well. I didn't buy many. I only buy it for like games that are, I'm really into. What about you, Lee? No clue. Never checked it out. Just a strange name. Yeah, I think it's a ladies' film, a chick flick sort of thing. I'm not sure. I might be completely wrong. It might be really good. Why'd you have to stand on me? Cuddle? Want a hug? What do you want? It's all the excitement of seeing himself on the TV. Oh, there we go. You're a good boy, ain't you? You're a good boy. I think he wants his dinner. He had a late walk. I love hardcover art books. I have a few, but the pricing is strange. Yeah, there's... I think I've seen a few at the boot sale. I've left some before because there just wasn't books I'm interested in. Like the Xenoblade one, if you bought the special edition, that came with the art book, I think. That looks really good. What was the other one? I can't remember. There's a few I've got in the past. Just hard to, put them anywhere. You've got these books and they're quite big. Most of the time they're like that sort of size. Like this is what I've been looking at the moment. Well, I got this. that NES Power book. I read it the other day. I was looking through it. It's quite interesting. Hang on, what am I missing? Sent you £4 through Super Chat earlier. Don't know if you noticed. I don't even know how you noticed that. You don't. I'll send it back. I don't know how you do that, but I'll sort it out. Do you play your Switch more docked or handheld? I play it docked when I can, but what the good thing is, like, I'll play it. I've been playing Xenoblade, so I'll play it on the TV, and the missus is like, I want to watch Big Brother, so I'll like put Big Brother on, and I just undock it and carry on, which is great. And you can keep in it, and then she finishes it, dock it again, and carry on. So I'd say more like 80-20. Handheld, it does look beautiful though. They make the games look really good, but that Xenoblade's got some serious dips in resolution. Like, sometimes it dips. It goes from 1080p all the way down. I think they just said it was like under Wii graphics, the original Wii. It's really pixelated mess when stuff goes on, and you see it dip because it's got dynamic resolution. But on a handheld, it still looks beautiful. It looks really nice, even though it's not even 720p. But Mario and that looks really good. The handheld's just so good. The screen quality is great. I'm trying to collect soundtrack CDs, but they're hard to find. I had the soundtrack CD from Breath of the Wild. I had like I had Kirby, I had like Smash Brothers, I had a Mario Odyssey, no, Mario Galaxy one. I didn't really listen to them, so I just sent them on to other people. Have you played Binding of Isaac before? Looks like a game I might enjoy. I did play it. I've got it on the PS4. It was free 1 month. I don't really like it. It's all right, but it's just you play the game. It's different every time. So you kill the enemies. You go in this room. It's different every time. You get keys. You open stuff. You get different power-ups and continue. It doesn't really have a point for me. I don't know if it has actually got an ending, but it doesn't really make me want to progress. It doesn't have set levels. But it's an alright game. It's just very simple. It's like a flash game you get on the PC. It's not like super high end, you know. But it's a fun game. I did enjoy it. Controls went off again. 80 hours in it. Has it got an ending, or does it just carry on forever? Because I'm not sure. Because I know I played it, and I played it for about an hour, but I didn't go back to it. I didn't really get so far in on it. I know big frame rate drops in handheld mode. I didn't notice handheld drops as much as I did on docked. And the other thing that I noticed was some towns. I think it's what's the town? Gormott. Go to Gormott, and sometimes it would drop like stuttering as you're running through the town. Then you save it, come back out, and it's perfect for no reason. There's a button on YouTube. You push it, and you can send money to the streamer. That's how it was donated. Sorry. All right. Didn't even know. I don't even know how you give that back. Where does that even go? Thank you for the £4, Connor. I don't know where it's going though. I'll get some chip spice with it. You know I like chip spice. Connor Abbott. Hello Kev. Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I've been around. Existing in the real world. Just not really doing much on YouTube. There's not really much to do. I've got like pick up video to do some NES games, talk about a few games, but I've done it all on this stream. My jaw. You ever get it where your jaw sort of locks and your ears pop? And you have to move your jaw to make your ears pop. Maybe that's just me, I'm weird. Yeah, but I've been around. How are you, Connor? Because, yeah, I'm alright. Just not really much to do. Because obviously charity shops are rubbish and colour boots are finished. Playing Smurfs on PS1, is it any good? I need Smurfs on the NES. That's one of the games I need. It's Italian exclusive. It's called iPuffy or iPuffy. What game do you want the most from the Switch? I'm hoping for a new Smash. If I had the choice, either another Mario or another Zelda game. I mean, Zelda Breath of the Wild was fantastic and I loved it. That was my game of the year. So if they could bring another one out, I would be happy, but I ain't going to see that for probably 5-6 years. Another Mario, like another Mario Odyssey. Maybe a Luigi's Mansion would be great. I'd love a Luigi's Mansion. That would be superb. I see Kieran was pissed off about losing his videos. I think he recovered quite a few. He did get some back. He recovered them with an app, which was pretty good. So he has got a video. I think, yeah, he's uploaded it now. I think I watched it the other day. Turn to eBay. Fantastic deals can be found today. They did a 20% off recently, but it was obviously when no one had any money. because of obviously Christmas and that. So they did 20% off to everybody, and yeah, there was stuff I needed, but I was broke, so that wasn't happening. I think the Switch has been a success. I don't hear much people talk about it. Hang on. You think the Switch has been a success? I don't hear much. I think it's done better than the Wii U already. It's outsold it, I think. Everywhere that when I was after my first one broke, it was sold out, and it's pretty much been sold out everywhere. Even today, like if you go into shops, it was still you had one in stock or they had none in stock. So I think it has been alright. I think it's been a success. It's got good games. I mean, the games I've played are great. Mario Odyssey is fantastic. I love it. It's so good. Just played Rocket League and now I am back. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Rocket League. I got it on PlayStation 4. I tried it on the Xbox One. I just can't get into it. I just don't think I'm good enough at it. If I'm good at it, I'll probably enjoy it, but I'm not very good. Got £110 off CEX voucher from some for some items I got from work. Cost me about £3, I think. Still sorting out more stuff out. What did you get to get £110? That's mad. Sam Kelly, how you doing? Says, hi, Connor. Had a PS2 console with cables in work for about 20p. Is this from a charity shop? Is that what you're saying? My throat's going sore now because I've been talking for 2 hours. Do you know anything about the rumoured new Pokemon RPG coming to Switch? I don't know anything. I know there's a new rumour for it. I'm hoping... Some people have said it's going to be more a Final Fantasy type thing. You licking your tail again? Yeah, I think it's supposed to be more like a different type of RPG. They're going a different direction. My throat is so sore now. But yeah, they're changing it up, I've heard. But that could be total rubbish, and they could... someone make that up. It would be cool. Haven't got the voucher yet. I discovered a fantastic retro game store last year in... hang on, Concit? Galaxy. I've traded a lot in there. Nice. I have over £450 store credit. Damn. What are you going to get with it? Get something wicked for that. I don't trade a lot of stuff in retro stores because you don't always get a lot of money. I know CEX gives you some good money. If you buy games at a boot sale, finish them and trade them in, you get £10. You usually make it a bit of profit. So it's not a big deal. A lot of the times, you know, you trade stuff into CEX and get a tenner for like a Wii game. Put it on eBay, you get 12 quid, but then you've got your fees, and then you've got your PayPal, and then you've got your postage. So you might as well just take it to CEX and trade it in and get what you want. So that's basically what I was doing in the past. But I don't really need anything from CEX now, so... oh, I keep missing stuff. I think my main problem with Nintendo is I just don't see anything new or original. The thing is, Nintendo put out good games. So even if the games aren't original, well, they bring out Splatoon. It's a good game, but it's just the online's not as good. It's got problems with... you know, matchmaking, which really pissed me off. So I just traded that back in. Hang on, graphics card. Oh, I've lost that graphics card. A few people throwaways, mad. Had some Wii's for 20p for a Wii, man. This is mad. Do you think they will ever make a new Pokemon Snap game? I reckon they will, because that's got gyro. It's made for Pokemon Snap. I reckon they will. That store can it give as most any other store. I'm happy to accept most times. That's cool. What I was saying about the Wii is the games are good. I mean, Mario Odyssey is better than anything Xbox have put out so far, in my opinion. It's a great game, and it's got retro and it's got modern. But I know it's still a Mario game, but it's a new game. If it had a new character and they called it Super Flintstones Brothers, there you go, Super Flintstones. Bring back the Flintstones, and yeah, that would still be a great game. People would still like it. But the moment you put Mario on it, it pulls people in. But the new stuff in it with Cappy, you know, his hat, that is incredible. And getting in the 2D and the 3D and finding the secrets and looking around places, you're finding glitches and stuff. And it's not a glitch, it's actually supposed to be there to find secrets. It's crazy. Great game. And Xenoblade's great as well. Zelda is fantastic. One of the best games I've ever played in my life. One of the best Zeldas I've ever played. So it's got some great games. It's got the games there. It's just getting it out there. And I think they've actually, this time, spent the money on advertising. There's advertising in the paper, advertising on the TV, internet, everywhere, ads, all the time. So whereas the Wii U had nothing. So it didn't really sell like that. So I think they're doing all right, and the games are good. You know, I really enjoy the games. They're not games I want to play with mates as such. I don't really go, yeah, let's go play Splatoon, lads, because I don't know. It doesn't feel like, you know, I'd rather play Fortnite or something like that, or play Halo or Gears of War or whatever, Rainbow Six. But Splatoon, it's good fun. But the online matchmaking, you get matched with kids because it's a kids thing, I suppose. So you match with 3-year-olds shooting the floor or shooting the ceiling, and you lose because people are going in teams and winning. I missed stuff. PlayStation Move controllers, which are worth a ton. I know PS Move. Yeah, I got rid of my PS Move controls that I've collected over the years. I used to pass on them at boot sales because they were like a couple of quid and leave them. And they got at one point they were like 30, 40 quid each. So I got rid of all mine because I don't use them anyway. Not anymore. They keep anything gaming and buy it in bulk. They only charge me about £1 or £3 for a job lot, which I divide each item. So I know that is mental. If you find any Nintendo retro stuff, NES stuff, hit me up. Give me a shout. Even if it's like Game & Watches, things like that, I love all that stuff. So yeah, you find anything like that and you want to sell it, before you trade it in, give me a shout, because I'd be willing to grab some of that stuff. The worst game on Switch is WWE 2K18. Have you actually got it? I never liked the WWE 2K games because I like the old school. I like SmackDown where you run in, you press X to punch or whatever and grapple. I don't like the button, you know, where you press a button and you've got to press X at a certain time or press triangle at a certain time or whatever. I don't like that. I want to play it, you know, I want to keep punching them in the face, I want to keep pressing the punch button, and, you know, I want to do what I want to do and be in control. And now there's so many different button presses. You know, to pin them, you've got to press certain things at a certain time. I don't like that. I like the old school SmackDown games. They were great. When we have donations and I sort out DVDs and games, so I pretty much have first dibs. I have told them I do trade some of the consoles, but they hand before they throw in electrical skip. Yeah, a lot of them don't sell electrical goods because they have to get it tested. It's not worth their time because it costs money to go get it tested, so they get rid of it. I've seen that before. When I was at work, there used to be a charity shop near me, and you'd open the cupboard doors, and I got an N64 and like 30 games, all just sitting in a box on the top. They didn't even, because there was no room in the bin, otherwise it would have been in the bin. And it was just sitting. I said, do you not want it? And they're like, nah, take it. I was like, what? Just got it for free. I used to get so many stuff at work because I used to do the recycling. We used to get so much stuff, PlayStations. At one point, I had hundreds of PlayStation 1s because I just threw them away. And I just left them outside my house because I didn't know what to do with them. But back then, they were already worth like 4 or 5 quid each. So I was just like outside, free. And I was hoping someone would come along and take one each. But someone just come along and took like the whole thing. Took loads of them, just took a lot. So, yeah. And now they're worth like 15 quid to trade in. So, do you ever find PS1 consoles at car boot? Because I need to get one and can't find them. I do find PS1s quite a lot. I haven't seen them as much since CEX started taking them in. When I first saw them, they were like a couple of quid each, and people were not interested. And now they're like, at one point they were like 15, 20 quid trading, so everyone started trading them in. But I still see them, and most of them are chipped as well. Pretty much, I say 1 in 3 I've got have been chipped. I don't really know what to do with them. I've been giving a lot of them away. I'm missing something. One of the boys who helps out tests electricals don't cost anything. Oh, that's alright, it's not too bad. I thought don't you have to have like a special license to test it though? You have to be qualified to test it and then say, oh hang on, Mrs. is messaging me, so it might be time to go. Sorry about this, 2 seconds. Yeah, when do you want me to leave? Sorry about that. Got to pick up the missus from hospital because her dad's in there, he's not well. There's a seller with a lot of interesting signs you might be interested in, Kevin, but you can't check his links right now. Yeah, I would like to see that. I'd love a Nintendo sign. I see like, Retro Dave Nintendo's got a one of the service signs from like Mario 2, like where he's jumping. I think that's wicked. I think he paid like 200-300 quid for it, but it's so cool. I'd love something you got a big space there, just to have on the wall, or just a Nintendo sign. Something retro would be cool. Right, I've got 9 minutes before I have to leave. So you've got me for 9 minutes, but thanks for sticking with me. And whoever has stuck all the time, I mean, it's 2 hours 14 so far. If you guys are stuck there all that time, that's great. Thank you very much for joining me, because it's boring and I've got nothing going on in the house. What do you think is the best Mario game? My favourite one is Super Mario 64. Probably. I loved Mario World, and Mario 3 and Mario Odyssey are my favourites. Mario 64 is good also. Wish CEX sold original Game Boy. I'd say Mario World, just because I put so much time in it as a kid. I loved it. Mario 3 probably second, and then Odyssey, then probably 64. I'll send you the link if I can. Yeah, try and work it out somehow. I think you can send it on Google Plus. Yeah, work out something. I'll have a look though, definitely. Or you can see it on Facebook if you want to message me on Facebook. I haven't got a Facebook page, but it's just Kevin Walford. It's just me sitting in a Nes hoodie. So if you want to find me on there to say hello. Today found a new Super Mario Bros. Wii for 30p and Mario Kart Wii for 30p. 2 Wii remotes for 30p each and 2 Wii wheels for 30p each. That's a bargain. Can't have enough Wii remotes. It's always good to get them. Plus they work on the newer systems as well, which is great. And those games as well, if you get rid of them, they trade in for like 10, 15 each. So it's not too bad as well. Easy money for you then if it's stuff like that all the time. 30p. Retro Fusion, nice to see him, Kev. Was an interesting chat. Latest, pal. See you later, mate. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to go in a minute. My throat is absolutely destroyed. So I'm going to have to stick this one to sleep. Why are you licking my arm? Don't sniff me balls again. What are you doing? We'll go out in a minute. So I'll be off in a minute. You get something to eat. I know he wants something to eat as well, so I have to give him some biscuits for now. But I think that's it. I think I'll end it here actually. We're on nearly 10-2, so I'm going to end this. But thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I don't know how you end this actually, because it's on the PlayStation. Send you a Facebook message. Nice one. Cheers. I will look at it. I'm dead. Talking for 2 hours kills you. He's getting upset now. You upset because we're going? Thanks for watching. I'm going to work out how to turn this off. I guess you click share again and cancel. Thank you very much for joining, and I will do another video soon. I'll try and do the charity shop video. It's just getting the effort to do it, because it's not interesting. It makes you not want to do it, because I don't think people will enjoy it, but yeah. Cheers, looking to get Tumby, but that's 150 quid. Tumby's like 75, isn't it now? I think one of my friends was on about it. It was 75 quid. It's not too bad. 150 maybe in CEX though, because I think they charge more. But yeah, I think eBay's probably better for that. Car boots suck in Shropshire. All the stalls are old people selling crap. I have got some of the best stuff from old people though. Sometimes you go up and you're like, at the beginning when I first started doing, I'm sticking on it now. When I was going along, you see old people and you just be like, nah, it's not worth looking. But sometimes I've gone up to old people when they've pulled out games for their grandkids, and they pulled out consoles that their kids had, and they left them in the house and they moved out. I've seen that before, which is great. And they've been a bargain as well. And it's usually the old people who say, oh, 20p or a pound. And then you go to the young guy and you're like, how much do you want for the same game? And they'll be like 15 quid. So sometimes it pays off, but yeah, I know it does get you down sometimes. But anyway, I've really got to go. So I'm going to go get a drink and put this one. You're going to go in your basket? You are? Yes. Right. Gonna give him a biscuit. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm off. If I can work out how to stop sharing, broadcast, stop broadcast. Right. See you later, guys. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next one. Bye.